because the school that I'm in does 8-week classes instead of 16-week classes, so they're packing a bunch of shit into like a really short
Oh,
period of time.
I hate 8-week classes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it keeps me from getting bored, but I'm really glad I'm graduating in January. But lately the classes have gotten a little bit easier, or my bandwidth has increased. I don't know, really probably a mixture of both. And so I've actually gotten to a point where I can start reading because I want to now, instead of just reading like 18 fucking chapters a day of some stupid bullshit that I don't care about. And so I have had to catch myself at work, like I'll actually take breaks, which I usually didn't do, um just so that I can sit and read for a little while.
It's okay. My plan did not work as intended. Like, I ran into it and I couldn't remember where I had gotten it from. So I
What?
sent Brandy the link,
Uh-huh.
hoping to stop the migraine quotes from that damn fucking book.
Oh my
And I,
god.
I was like, hopefully the migraine quotes will stop. She's like, no, not till I finish this monstrosity. Son of a bitch!
Oh my god.
All right. Well,
All right, let's get started.
yeah, quick synopsis because it's been a while, and update for the new player. The party has aided the town of Greenest, which is in the southern Sword Coast region. Hold on, we'll show you. Because the one thing this thing did do well is the maps. Has aided the town of Greenest down here, way at the bottom of the map. I didn't move you guys to the map, did I?
Nope.
Yep. Yeah. Shush. Way down here at the bottom of the map.
That's a really pretty map.
That's a great map of the Sword Coast.
They're
Oh,
beautiful.
and the best part, do the measuring tool. It's scaled right.
No fucking way,
Nice.
man. That's awesome.
Yeah, you might have to, click a few times to follow the road. Right click with to lay down a waypoint.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
But it's freaking scaled right for the measuring tool. Anyways,
That's magnificent.
yeah, I thought so.
I'm just watching you guys do the measuring tool at this point. I'm having fun with this, just watching it.
Um, but you had come into Greenest when it was under attack by the Cult of the Dragon. You guys have found that out. And managed to save a bunch of townsfolk and do a few things. And then you followed the cult south to their campsite, which, for those of you who have not seen it, is here, where you managed to turn the kobolds the cultists had hired against them.
I remember that. That was awesome.
Inside a bit of a fight, get blown up with a fireball, and run away screaming. At which point you guys headed back to Greenest to kind of rest and relax, and then met up not long afterward with a human monk by the name of Leosin Erlinter, who has mentioned that he has been tracking the cult activities for a while and has asked you to kind of make your way back south to the camp to kind of keep track of what's going on, and that he would meet you soon after, once you had any of your information, in a town to the north called Elturel, which is a lot of map switching in this. But Elturel is here on the map. It's about straight across. It's about 200 miles. Follow the road. It takes a little bit longer.
Got it.
But yeah. What, did you not believe me?
No.
It's physics, damn it. It's how
I
shit
just wanted
works.
to see what the number was. I wanted to see how much extra.
Though here's the worst part: is the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, but specifically on a slant, the shortest time from point A to point B is Brachistotron, which is a curve.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it's because
It's a physics thing, and I watch way too much math shit on YouTube.
hey, we're not flat
but-
earthers here.
Returning to the camp, you guys set up near the top of the camp and had begun to kind of spy on said camp. And again, we're going to move maps again. Oop, shit.
I
Move map.
spy with my little eye.
Had set up in the top section of the camp here to kind of spy around for a while. And then once activity in the late of night decided to get a little closer and come down to here, where one of your party members fell rapidly off of this ladder.
Oh,
Oh, that's
shit.
right. That was our
Yeah, our rogue.
fumbled an
Your-
acrobatic roll. Yeah,
Quote unquote rogue. It was a goblin
Yeah.
barbarian that just thinks he's a rogue.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be really fun.
Well, that was Sean's character, so he's kind of not there.
Oh,
at the
got
moment.
it. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
But you managed to take out a half dragon character, fight off some of the main guards, and then run some folk back into this cave that's down here in the bottom corner, which is where we left off. You guys had started exploring the cave, and then I think people had to, kind of run and leave.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Uh,
Was the last
I-
thing we did was set off the traps? I want to say.
Well, yeah, you set off the traps.
And then we fought those thingies.
It felt
Yeah.
it was like plant thingies.
Yeah, it
Oh,
fought some plant
right, those
things, and then had headed into the cave, the cavern that you were now in, and we're just going to move him off the map for now.
Perfect timing too.
Right. But the cavern that you're in now.
Turn his light off.
That always seems to happen. That your phone goes off at just the right moment where that Dalek is like so fucking perfect for the context of the conversation.
Right? Yeah.
Like,
And then you have no idea. So me and Scott know each other from work. I used to work at ProMiles with him when I first moved down, and every time something would happen, would be ridiculous. You'd hear "exterminate" in the background. It's just like at me like sorry. Like,
Well, yeah, it's kind of like every time Brad got up to go smoke or go to the
Oh
bathroom,
my
his phone would
God.
ring.
yes, that was so fucking annoying.
Yeah. It's like he knew.
I know.
But the chamber you are currently in is a chamber that is filled to the brim with sleeping bats across the ceiling and guano and dead bats on the floor. You guys had all, right before this happened, I remember, and it's always nice because it's there, but had managed to stealth your way into this room without waking the bats up, and that's kind of where we had to last. It is dark in most areas, as I'm sure you can tell, Amanda.
yes.
Would you like to light a torch or your lantern?
Oh yeah, I probably should, huh?
Yeah.
Because I can't see with my little halfling eyeballs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say my lantern. Because if
Okay.
I have a lantern, right? Yes, I have a
Yeah.
lantern. So yes, I would do that.
Now, while lanterns are normally, you have a hooded lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Double check the stats on it.
Let's see.
Oh, it's 30-foot radius.
Yeah,
Level 40.
unless I hood it, in which case it's 5 feet, like
Right.
dim. So
But for now, we're going to set you on your normal. It's a little bit larger than a torch, and we're going to set that and save the changes. So now you should have a light source.
okay, cool. So then if I walk around, there we go. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
sure. And that is where we left the party, was because I think, Tori, you had to run off real fast the last time we were playing this, and that put us down to like 2 people.
Oh right, yeah. Kid's
Um,
birthday. That was actually remember Kayla's birthday, Amanda? Yeah, that was that day.
Oh,
Did you just run off to someplace you weren't supposed to?
yeah.
That's the way you came from.
I know. I figured that's why I was exploring. You got to know where you've been to know where you're going.
That room is full of fungus and dead plant-like creatures.
Oh, okay. Then I won't go there.
Um, but what you see before you, you have a few exits here. You have a tunnel off to the north. Yeah. What is people clicking and stuff?
What?
Oh, Tori with his normal string of weird pictures. But there's a tunnel here that kind of heads off to the northwest. It opens up with a bit of a drop down to the northeast, and there's a bit of a stench coming from that particular area. And then there's a small, somewhat naturally carved set of stairs that have been worked a little bit here on the east.
Okay. Where did you say the stench was coming from?
This northeastern section.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You
So
can-
there's something dead over there.
There's yeah, dead, kind of a rotten, dead, refuse type smell.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon body.
I want to know what that smell is. I'm curious.
Well, where do you guys want to go?
I guess we should go investigate the smell.
Okay. So you guys are going to head to room. Okay.
If I just kind of walk right here over the cliff, can I see anything from here?
Am I not seeing your character update on the map? Because I was talking to you way back. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Each of these drop offs that you can see in front of you is about a 10-foot ledge down, though fairly rocky
Oh my
terrain.
God, Tori.
Yeah, there's
Sorry. I just noticed that.
Jesus Christ. And it looks like the denizens of these caves, the kobolds and cultists, have been using this area as a trash heap. You're seeing all
Oh.
kind of normal refuse, pottery and baskets, rope, but you can also see some clothing, tattered books, lamps, just fair piles of stuff have been kind of being tossed down here. The bottom part is a little bit more shadowed.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to investigate further?
Nope, sorry.
I'm thinking yes. I'm gonna log out and log back in real quick, guys.
Sure.
For some reason, roll 20 just slowed way down on me.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's bugged.
It could be this particular map too. It's got a lot of dynamic lighting features.
Okay, well I'll give it a little bit then, see if it gets better.
Yeah, I mean, I'll refresh, see if that helps. But some of their maps are a little full of tokens. Yeah, I'm just waiting for year-end bonuses.
Are they actually gonna do year-end bonuses this year over there?
I got a bonus last year. I don't see why I wouldn't get one this year.
Or basically it was just one check. Seemed
Our
like.
bonuses don't come in until March.
I'm wondering if the bonuses they
Eh,
replace the double
Walmart
check
ripped
without
me out of my bonuses.
Hmm?
Well, if last year's bonus was any indication, then this year's bonus, I should be able to part together a decent system
Yep.
and
That'd
get
be
an upgraded PC. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to have 15-year-old parts in my computer anymore.
Yeah, mine's not as bad as yours for sure, but I'm starting to see this. It's starting to the CPU and the motherboard are starting to show its age for sure. So that's
Yeah.
I don't want to replace that because that means I'm gonna have to replace like a lot of things, but that's the next thing for sure.
We're just gonna move you forward a little bit.
That's rough.
No. I remember I'm back the line over here. It's good.
Well, we'll just
Remember, he's the coward.
Exactly. I have
Yep.
to play my part. I am a
All right.
noble dwarf, right? Yeah. And I love money. That's all you need to know.
but no, looking down the floor of that lower cavern is fairly well, you know, piled up with detritus, though it doesn't look like it's overly deep as of yet. They have not been using this camp for a terribly long time. Does anybody want to go down? I know Drake said you wanted to investigate further. Is there something you wanted to do?
Just not particularly, just explore.
Yeah, well, to
Yeah.
get any kind of an idea if there's anything valuable down there, fortunately, going to have to go down there.
Yeah, I want to go down there and see
Yeah.
if
Then let's
there's
go.
anything of value.
All right, well, you guys, since everybody is so freaking short, get to make me athletics or acrobatics checks to get down the 10-foot inclines, though it's not difficult.
Okay, let me see. Ooh, is my athletics good? I'm gonna do a backflip.
Oh God.
I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yes, I am. My acrobatics is better. I'm gonna do a backflip.
That's fine. That's fine. The 10 is good. It's not the most uh, graceful of backflips that you've ever seen,
Mhm.
but
I don't quite stick the landing. I'm kind of stumbling a little.
yeah.
Are we gonna bring her in, or like we're meeting her or anything, or do we need to? Or are we just gonna like assume she's been here since forever?
Oh, this is the kind of game where we just assume she's part of the party.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's better than giving your player a complex like I gave to my new player.
No, that's fine. It just like
Actually, I'm fixing to say you're kind of wondering if the Goblin Barbarian was a changeling.
Yeah, there you go. Like, I remember
Oh,
that
I
being-
should have
Okay,
made
Sam,
a
this
changeling.
friend of ours rejoined us after having not played with us for a little while. And I hadn't had a chance to really prepare, an arc for him coming in. So, like, they had this quest that they were going to do, and I'm like, okay, so we're going to bring you in. You're basically going to be the surviving member of a party that went to do this before, and they all died. So we put him in that way, and then the next week we were playing my main game, and they were on a quest to go kill a necromancer. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna be lazy. You're the last surviving member of the party again. And it got to the point where my friend Julie's game that we play on for every other Friday night, like we were getting him in, and he's like, please tell me I'm not just the surviving member of a previous party.
All right. Well, you guys have made it down the first incline to this starting section. Go ahead and make a second roll for that. Everybody made it down, though Mr. Dennington slid and kind of tumbled and had to stand up at the base, though no damage. It's not that far of a fall.
Yeah.
This time I want to do
dignified
like
of you.
I want to do like a round off and an aerial flip.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think I
Um,
just dove off the second one.
Freaking aerial flip.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys all kind of make it down to this bottom. Drake, thankfully you don't take any damage because you managed to land in a pile of old, moldy, somewhat damp clothing face first.
Ew.
Oh.
Hey, Dennington, I got something for you. Come here.
Yeah, about that. You stay over there with your poverty.
It seems that everybody else has made their way down pretty handily.
Okay.
Go ahead
I
and sit yourself
wanna-
down there, Dennington.
There. Also,
Okay.
I then throw the clothes at Dennington.
yeah. Hey, my acrobatics was high enough to where I'd dodge anything, so you can go suck it.
All right. I'm assuming you guys are going to start kind of
And then
spreading
double
out
it
and
from
searching.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead
Yeah.
and pick where you're going to be searching in the room. You know, everybody pick a spot.
I'll be right here.
I guess we'll try over here.
Although, this is not going to be great. I'm probably going to find the wall.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys
Sorry.
All right, as you guys are starting to move through the refuse and kind of search around and dig, everybody go ahead and throw an investigation check.
Oh, damn! Nice roll.
Very nice.
I have a -2, so I was expecting to. I find the wall. That's all I
All right. Oh, Keith, you're perfect for this.
God.
Rippo did pretty well too. Okay, as you guys are starting to kind of sift through, hiccups. Kolaches for breakfast. As you guys are kind of starting to search through the various piles of refuse and detriments and detritus and all the other random crap that involves it, Keith, you're digging through a pile that is probably 2 or 3 foot high, and you're starting to dig through it, and you reach up and you grab what looks to be a fairly ruined like leather breastplate, and as you slide the breastplate out of the way, there is a face staring at you, a rather lizard-like, ugly reptilian face as it hisses, and 3 other piles of trash begin to move as the troglodytes jump from
Yeah, I was worried about that because of the stink.
Oh shit!
And this is where we're going to need initiative.
All right, my terrible initiative rolls. Now I remember.
Oops, I think I accidentally rolled it twice. Oh no, I guess I didn't.
No, you did good.
Oh, it's so nice to be on Rippo and to actually not be at the bottom.
That's a natural freaking 20, son.
What?
Let's see what all they get. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking layer. I'm like, why can't I click on anything?
I don't remember. Do we?
Just click on your token, then click on initiative.
No, I did it already. I'm clicking on my.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. For some reason, your picture shows in the initiative tracker, but not your name. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I have no clue. It does that to him and a couple other folk. Let me get Ling
Try
Ling in
expanding
there.
it out. I think it's mainly because it's the text is too long.
Now, you do tend to name your characters lengthy names.
That is not it.
All right. Well, Mr. Dennington, you have the floor. You are up first. Did we just hit everything from like 16 up?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Pretty much.
Except
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
You are
except for
up
15.
first. You are not within 5 feet of the said creature, so.
All right, we'll attack the one next to Gwildor. We're gonna go with.
You're gonna attack. You're gonna attack this one here.
Yeah, that one there.
I'm screwed.
What do I want to do? I gotta remember my freaking spells now. It's been like a while.
That's okay. We'll get into it pretty quick.
These spells.
Oh,
Oh, that didn't sound fun.
Zoom tight.
no, it hurt.
Which one did I want to? Because this one's like a 1d10, and I like that one because it tends to do decent damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with Firebolt.
All right, so Firebolt. Oh, that is very much a hit.
Damn, Tori.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it tends to do well
Rolling
for
like
me.
a boss.
Double check.
Well, I made sure it's something I could ignite. I mean, Mr. Wild Magic there, if he goes flaming, then hey, take him down, right?
Yeah, so you blast off a firebolt, and it skins off the back of this creature's hide, causing a worse stench to fill the air.
Yay!
As the
Great. Now it smells
Yeah.
like hot garbage in here. Good
Yeah.
job.
yeah, pretty much. You've just created the garbage fire. But it kind of screeches a reptilian hiss, and though it turns to look at you for a second, it seems intent on Gwildor. You do have movement and a bonus action if you have anything you want to do.
I'm trying to remember what I can do for bonus actions.
By the way, I'm looking into an API for the Prime game that actually has players will have the capability of saying "I'm done," and it automatically moves to the next person in turn.
That'd be cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a little, and
Yeah, that'd be
it,
really neat.
it also gives the players the ability to set status symbols if they have affected a monster or themselves with something.
Okay.
That's really
I
cool.
think I'm gonna go ahead and move here, and I guess that's the end of my turn. I'll really have a bonus
Okay.
section I want to do.
Rippo, go ahead and miss your first attack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
See?
He's got a plus
You
5.
and that damn great sword.
I know, right?
The funny part is,
That's-
it's not any different than any of my other weapons. It's still a +5. I just never hit the first attack.
Well, you do still have movement and bonus action. Do you want to move? Do you want to rage?
Do you want to build a snowman?
And because it's been so long, I'm just going to assume that people have whatever resources they would have on a day. Because I can't remember what you used between
That's
rests.
what I was trying to think about. I was like, what did I do?
Fortunately,
Yeah.
So, like, go ahead and bump myself back up to 3.
Yeah.
Because we
Oh.
didn't rest. Because I was at 1 rage left.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. You're gonna need it for this place. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah. In that case, I will be raging.
okay, so you are raged.
I missed, so not that. Okay.
That could be your. I think the snail would be your rage.
Damn it. All right.
Now
that's pretty much
we'll
it.
throw that for your rage. So we remember.
Yeah, he's mighty dragon warrior. Damn it.
Yeah.
Just don't hit so great.
Yeah,
He's not really a barbarian. He just gets so pissed every time he swings the first time.
exactly.
Ling Ling
Like
is
a-
going to.
Like, imagine Rippo swings his sword like he pisses in the toilet. Like, he misses the first time, gets angry, and pisses, right?
I'm a kobold. What's a toilet?
This is true. This is true.
Let's see. Ling Ling is going to try to pierce this with her short sword. Unfortunately, not hitting. But she's okay there. Now we get to make troglodytes do things. All right. This one is going to step forward. And holy crap, what CR are these? Really? That doesn't make any. Some of the monsters in D&D. CR 1/4 creature with 3 fucking attacks around. Tell me that makes
Damn,
sense.
what the hell is
What
that?
the hell?
Yeah, we won't be doing his multi-attack because that's
Kind of dumb.
and that's just
Hard.
straight up 5th edition D&D. That's just
Yeah.
something somebody missed.
Mm.
CR 1/4, that's more like CR 1, maybe 2. But this troglodyte is going to step forward and swing a claw that's kind of dragging rotted cloth and bits of detritus along with it
Ooh,
to see if we can hit. I am going to hit AC 18 for 4 points of slashing damage. So I believe that's going to hit you there, Amanda? Or Evan?
Yes.
Evan,
4
even?
points, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Uh-oh. Can I click anything it? There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit her. She has AC 14, so.
The second troglodyte is going to try to claw Ling Ling, hitting her for 4 points of damage. And then even Evan. I have no idea how you say your
Evan.
name. Evan. It is your turn.
Okay. I want to play with Witch Bolt. I've never tried Witch Bolt before, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, just so you know, because I know you're still pretty new at the game, though you are running it, if you use a ranged attack while you are in melee, it is at disadvantage.
Oh, well, in that case, can I shoot this guy instead?
You can, but you're still technically in melee, so therefore
Oh, I see.
it
Never mind.
represents the guy in melee trying to, strangle the life out of you while you're trying to toss a ranged attack around.
I got it. Yeah. So then in that case, I'm just gonna do something
just-
different.
Well, to let you know,
hmm
Rogue, Because I don't think you've played a rogue before, have you?
No, I have not.
Rogues have an ability called Cunning Action that allows them
Oh,
to
yes,
dash, dodge,
disengage.
or disengage as a
Okay.
bonus action. Disengaging allows you to move away without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so I think I want to, because I also get sneak attack if I flank someone, right?
Yes, or if you ranged attack against someone that is in melee, like if you did
if I
attack the guy on Gwildor, you would get your sneak attack dice.
Oh, good. Okay, so then I'll bonus action disengage, action witch bolt, attack this guy.
Okay, well go ahead and do your
Um,
your disengage movement.
I'm gonna just move away right here. And then witch bolt this dude.
Okay, we'll have to add your dice if your sneak attack dice if you hit.
Yeah. Okay, so witch bolt is +3. It's not showing in my thing.
If you click Witch Bolt, it should pop.
Where's
It should
Yeah, it should. Yeah, it should be showing your
find
like your
it. Here it is.
actions. Yeah.
Did that work?
I don't see anything.
Nope.
Do you see it on your?
Okay.
Let me look at your character sheet.
It doesn't show my actions.
Oh,
But
your
let's
attacks and
see.
spell
Go into your
casting.
spells. Let me
Yeah.
look at how you put it together. Oh, you've got it output as a spell card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely did that.
Is it? Give me 1 second. Easy to fix.
Okay.
But it is not. I have to go look up the spell.
Oh. Sorry, dude.
It's okay. Easy to fix. It is 1d12 lightning and 1d12. Simple enough. And you use your intelligence as your casting, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct.
Why is it? Okay. This is not your. I'm just testing. This doesn't count as your.
It's a damn good thing, too.
Hold on. Something is not right with your character.
That ain't right, boy.
I'm gonna put attack, spell. Oh, spell attack, ranged. Ha ha ha. And is it adding your spell attack though?
I believe that's correct. Yeah, because my intelligence is a plus. Wait, my intelligence is a +1.
Yeah, plus your proficiency.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So yeah, it's doing it correct.
It
Okay.
should be +3.
So it's not going to be on your actions. Or it actually did show up on your actions when I set it to an attack. So you can click it there, and your
Sweet.
click will count. So
Okay. Hey, it's a 17.
okay, that is a hit.
Okay.
So it's going to do 3 lightning damage, but because you're a rogue, go ahead and roll 2d6 to add to that.
Right. 2. Oh, that's 1, 2, because I accidentally.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I catch.
shit balls.
That's okay. That's enough to knock it up to 6 damage, which is enough to drop that guy.
No shit, really?
And I promise you, Gwildor is going to be very happy about that.
Oh, good.
That's the one that Tori hit with Mr. Dennington. So he got fire bolted and then witch bolted like right after.
That's really awesome.
Bolted!
Got
Bolt,
that
bolt.
bolt. Got
Bolt, bolt.
Okay.
Got that
So,
bolt on,
and it's
huh?
concentration up to a minute. So basically,
Well,
on
the
my
guy-
next one, okay, that was my question. So since he died, it ends, right?
Yeah, well, you can continue to zap his dead body if you want to, but I don't really see that you would necessarily.
Well, I didn't know if I could move it to another one because I hadn't read that far yet.
You-
So.
You could use that to really fuck with somebody, though. Is it dead? Oh God!
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there.
You do still have your movement.
Oh yes.
So if you wanna
because
run
I only
around or
moved a
move-
teeny-weeny bit.
Yeah.
I think I do. So I only moved from here to here, so that's 5. and I have speed.
Well,
of...
that was actually part of your disengage action. So
Oh,
you
so
still
it
have your
doesn't
normal
count.
movement, right?
Yeah, all right. Well, in that case,
Rogues are
5,
fast.
10,
They're like monks.
20. Can I get here?
Except they stab instead of punch.
Get where? It's
Can I
taken.
get there?
Get
From
back.
I'm
here?
not.
Does it
Yeah,
sound
but that troglodyte's going to take a swing as you pass through a threatened square to get there.
Oh, okay. So if I would have to go here. Oh, what is it?
Yeah, you could.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
I'll
could.
stop doing that.
Well, no, you've got 25 foot.
Yeah.
You could have taken this path.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. That's
So we're
right,
good.
because I'm a halfling and I can walk through people.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, you can always walk through your.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm here then.
Okay, you are there.
That's the end of my turn.
Let's see which troggy goes next. The dead one. So
Troggy 2x4.
really, I'm just gonna delete him so I don't have to deal with it. Rippo! The troglodyte in front of you is actually chuckling at how horribly you swung your blade. It is
Okay.
going to attempt to.
He will regret laughing at the mighty Rippo.
Oh God, I'm going to hit AC 22 for 4 slashing damage as he swipes down with his claw across your snout.
Yeah. Also, I don't see any. I see her health bar, but I don't see any health points on our newbie's character.
Uh-oh.
Just FYI.
Well, it's there. I can see it.
You said 4, right?
And it's set up.
Oh, I don't see yours either, Tori.
Oh, hold on.
Well, fine. I have health.
We just can't see each other.
Don't judge me. I'm not dead.
Stupid freaking token permissions. The module presets some permissions that I may have not fixed on everybody's tokens. But either way, so 4 slashing damage at Rippo as we come around to Gwildor, who thankfully, after being startled by the troglodyte, is probably quite glad that it went down before it got a chance to swing on him.
Yeah, you could say that.
I still need to put together your cantrip level wild magic shit. I keep forgetting about it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we don't really play it this often anyway, so.
Yeah. All right. So what's Gwildor doing?
We're gonna firebolt this one.
All right, go for it. Ooh, 10 unfortunately does not hit. It kind of splashes in the back and singes some more garbage and sends up a bit of smoke. No real worry of a fire. There's enough dampness down here that it's not going to be easy to do, but just barely missed him. You do still have movement bonus.
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, standing your ground. And we go to Mr. Dennington, the coward.
Damn straight. I think I'm gonna use poison spray on this on the dude in front of me.
Ooh, that's what I'm not used to.
Nice.
So it's a DC 13 save. Let me see here. So
You should be able to click it and link it, and well, I can look it up too.
Yeah. Con save. So.
And it is a con save. Okay, it's all or nothing on this one. Okay, so he's going to make a Constitution save. No, that's a 5. So he will take the 5 points of poison damage. As you splash him in the back, he kind of screams as it sizzles down his back.
All right.
It's just a cantrip, so it doesn't add up.
Yeah, no, it's just cantrip. What is the armor class for? I mean, is Ling Ling wearing any type of like armor? Is there anything or like any?
No, Ling Ling is armor free.
So, well, okay. So did she get any bonuses for not wearing armor?
Again, I don't think it's added
Uh,
into her character for that matter.
I think don't monks have a thing for no armor, or isn't it?
The
Is it just
unarmored
like
Yeah,
defense,
the
yeah,
it's
they have
it's
unarmored defense.
yeah, they have unarmored.
Yeah, and it's not actually added into her character correctly.
Oh, that would
Uh,
make some sense.
Yeah, I just noticed.
I was gonna say cast mage armor on her, but that doesn't make a lot of sense if she's supposed to be getting that bonus.
Well, no, none of those. Poison spray is not a bonus action, so
Well, no, poison spray isn't, but I thought casting mage armor was a bonus action. Or
is it?
I thought it was.
I
Am
think it's
wrong?
just an action.
If
There's
I'm,
not as many bonus action spells as you would imagine.
yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's whatever. Oh, it's a freaking spell anyway. There's no. Yeah, no, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just.
Okay.
I really wish it would list
Well,
what's
Ling Ling
bonus
is fixed
actions
now,
and
so.
what's not here. That'd be kind of nice. I mean, like a list of these are your bonus actions.
Oh, man, you'll get used to it
Yeah,
the
no,
longer
no.
you play a particular.
That's one of the things I did kind of like about was it D&D Beyond is they really kind of
Yeah.
broke it down.
yeah, I actually have all of my characters on D&D just because for that exact reason. It just makes it so much easier because I can just click actions and then go to bonus action. I don't have to remember. I can just click it.
I
Right,
use
yeah.
I use D&D Beyond a lot if I'm just prototyping an NPC,
Mhm.
somebody that I want stats for.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good where you're at, not going to move or anything.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Rip. Swing, barbarian.
All right. Since he popped me in the nose, we're gonna go reckless.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! Oops.
So
It gives you advantage.
yeah, but just putting it out there.
Yeah.
And
Oh, there you go.
Motherfucker!
Okay, so that is 12 total damage. You
and
have
I get a
cloven.
rune.
You do. You have cloven a large chunk straight through this bastard's chest, taken off a couple of fingers as he's tried to kind of block it at the same time. He is looking extraordinarily damaged and is kind of holding his wounds and kind of looking to see if he might be a way for him to get out of here. That took a large
You
chunk
know
off of
it,
him.
Ripple.
You do still have a bonus and move if you'd like to.
Mm, how far? Let's see. Switch to the. Let's. Okay.
God.
I am going to take a 5-foot step to here and bust the rune that I just charged to heal Ling Ling.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, his little barbarian's got a healing thing.
That's
With the
cool. I was
pathing to-
gonna ask about that. That's really neat.
Yeah, when he hits, he gets a charge, and then he can spend the charges as a bonus action to heal himself or people within 30 feet.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I spent like 3 days looking for a barbarian path that was decent, and we had no heals. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause that's the whole thing about it is that like we freaking
Had no heals.
well no we random rolled everything. That's like I didn't choose to be a warlock. It just happened to be the one I rolled on.
Okay, Ling Ling gets 3 hit points.
And then we all decided since we were like had a dwarf and a freaking I don't know what the fuck Drake is, but there's like oh kobold, everybody short.
No.
No, there we go. That's what it was.
Ling Ling repays the favor to this kobold, poking him handily in the stomach with her short sword. Or, as we all know, Ling goes for Ding Ding.
Exactly.
Does she also speed bag?
Because Confucius say.
And because she is somewhat tactical as a monk, is going to just go ahead and slide around because she knows what's coming up, or what might be coming up. Troglodyte. All right, Drake, you've pissed it off by throwing fire at it. So this troggy is going to step forward, now glaring at you and kind of hiss foul spelling spittle into your face as he is actually going to attempt to bite you instead of claw you.
it's
AC
like that,
10.
huh? Nope.
I only hit AC 10, so no, he does not manage to snap around you completely. Next Troggy is quite upset at Ling Ling and is
Who's a
going
good
to attempt to
Troggy?
return the favor.
Who's a good druggie?
He's going to miss horribly, and that brings us to Evan.
Okay, I am going to hold a dead at this motherfucker right here.
Alrighty.
So let me. Oh wait, where'd I put my character sheet? I opened it in another window. That's what I did. That. Boom, motherfucker.
Ooh, yeah, that's a hit. Okay.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you. That, yeah, yeah.
Wait, which one's it gonna do?
Your first one. Yeah, I don't know why you did it twice.
No,
all
I
right.
only did it once.
It rolled it twice.
Yeah, I did
Well,
roll
but
twice.
you rolled it, I think.
No.
No, he pulled the damage for
I
it.
just pulled the damage out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's hidden.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you
Okay,
could have
yeah, I
accidentally
don't know how
clicked
that happened.
twice.
Well,
but
I
you-
clicked on the damage, and I think it rolled the attack a second time instead of the damage. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever, man.
it could have. Yeah,
No worries.
something crazy.
So it did 7
Um,
damage?
Yeah, but you can
Okay.
add your sneak attack dice if you'd like to roll 2d6, because
Oh,
he
yes.
is in melee range of another person. Oh, damn. Yeah,
That's-
see, this is
Did I
where
break
rogues come in. You, yes, quite handily broke him. She can't hit for shit on her gnome. She's hitting for
I know,
hell and
right?
back on- Oh,
Well,
you
it's
still
the
have
same thing with Nevitash. Nevitash blows people's face off. I get to Rippo, and it's like,
you
Nice.
still have movement and bonus action if you'd like to do
Oh,
it.
yes. I am going to. I don't really have a lot of bonus action that I can really do at the moment.
By the way, you're
what?
told the dead. The right hand side is the D12 if they're already damaged. When the damage shows up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, one
got
side's
it.
the D8 one because it does more if they've already taken the damage.
That's right. I forgot about that actually. I'm glad you said that. I think I will. Let's see. I'm trying to decide where I want to go. I really feel like there's like I'm just gonna go up here. Where this guy is, because I could kind of go either way, and probably they're both gonna be dead before my next turn anyway.
Oh shit!
What?
Oh okay. I thought I might have accidentally moved, deleted you. No, okay.
No, I did. I'm there.
Okay, you happen to be sitting underneath a number on the GM layer, so that I know what room it is.
Oh.
When I deleted the troglodyte, I didn't see your tune immediately. I'm like, oh shit, I deleted the wrong person. All right, Rippo, this particular troglodyte, though he looks
Troglodyte.
somewhat troglodyte, though he's very much damaged and very much almost dead, doesn't see a clear path out, so he is going to press his advantage and see about doing some damage before he goes down. So with advantage, that's AC 18 for 3 slashing.
okay. He did not learn his lesson. Understood.
And that brings us back around to Gwildor.
Ah, shit. Okay, hold on.
It's not 2-3, -3.
No, I hit -3 and then fucking accidentally hit point, and so it just fucked it all up. It put me 2 minus 3. There we go.
Okay. Gwildor.
We are going to firebolt this one,
Alrighty.
or attempt to anyway.
That does it. Actually, that's what you needed. I told you were very close last time. Oh God.
Yes, that does it. That
Way to hit him
absolutely
with a
does it.
spark. Way to hit him with a spark.
That's
Oh.
like you hit him with a combustible fart. It's like,
Well, you've kind of caught his attention for a second as you singed the base of his skull. He's
That's
going to
entirely
have-
what I was going for.
he's going to have horrible sunburn there now.
exactly. Yeah, it'll be sensitive when he goes take a shower.
What was it we decided when this happened? You threw the shoe.
Yeah, exactly. Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
You happy where you're standing, or you want to move around any?
I'm good.
Okay. Brings us top of the round again to Mr. Dennington.
Now I have to do this just to see if I could show him up. Firebolt and our boy in front of us. It's 10.
Okay.
Still, it's not within disadvantage, right?
No, you're good. You're outside of his melee
Alright,
capabilities.
Now watch me not even hit. No, I
Oh, you hit.
3. It still counts. I mean,
Wait. No. It doesn't just count.
That's how you throw a fireball.
Sorry, Drake. It's the dice. It's not me.
Oh
Just keep in mind whenever that fireball drops, it's going to drop on your head, Dennington. Just saying.
Yeah.
Rippo, you want to finish us off?
Yeah,
you won't
man.
and you
and
won't
I'm
see it
going
coming because I won't see it.
I'm sorry. I have selected poor people in hearing. I'm gonna go take a picture next to this dead person.
Okay, where is whatever.
I get it, Drake. He is more likely to suffer the consequences of a wild magic surge now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, takes
Yeah.
another 9.
Yeah, he's down.
And Rippo hits him again just for the indecency of hitting him.
There you go. Like, how dare
Well,
you.
the worst part is the second one would have missed. Well, you're reckless. So,
Yeah.
it's
It's like,
um,
how dare you try to Rippo?
all right. After dispatching the last of the troglodytes, I'm assuming you guys are going to continue to kind of dig through.
Sure.
Looking in particular areas where the trogs themselves were, you do find some interesting stuff. Grand total, you find a number of gems. And just to make things easier, I'm just going to give you guys the gold piece value. But you find, fuck, I forgot math. Okay, no, 460 gold worth of gems.
So there's five of us. That's I can't do math apparently too. That's 90, right? No, that's 85.
What was the total?
92.
460.
It's 92.
92. Really?
Okay, so you each get 92 golds worth of. If you'd like to write it as just gold, if you want to put gems down, I don't like the bookkeeping aspect of.
Yeah, no. I got
Coinage in D&D, so-
604. Let's make this platinum. So we're not
I get that it adds flavor, but it's also I did not play D&D for accounting.
You don't want to have a CPA for D&D.
Right. But other than that, there are a few smaller cracks and crevices around the outside walls of this room. Though it doesn't look like any of them go very deep. None of them are lit, and there are horrendous stenches coming from. More than likely, how the troglodytes got into the trash room.
Sorry. You said what was it that
They already got one. It's called Acquisitions Unlimited.
Oh, they do?
Incorporated.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, sorry, Incorporated.
okay,
Okay.
so there were some what did you say about the way that the troglodytes got in was through some
Some cracks and crevices in the back wall.
Oh, I got
That some of them you could kind of squeeze through, especially with y'all's smaller stature.
Right.
You could feasibly squeeze through, but
Man, I should have got.
chances are they don't really lead anywhere
Yeah, it's
pertaining to the particular mission at hand.
I
I'm
love
gonna
man
try to
sports.
climb up this wall to go back.
It's you guys take a little bit of time and effort and can get back up the wall. I'm not going to make you guys roll that just to get back up. The
Okay.
down was more because I wanted somebody to face plant and garbage than anything else.
Yep.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go ahead and the runes from that last pair of attacks. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on. One on Ling Ling and one on Evan.
Okay, go for it.
Thank you.
Roll those dice. Ling Ling first.
Bean footage.
No
They
fucking
both get
way.
one.
That's what you get for laughing at Ling Ling.
All right.
Oh god.
You guys
Okay,
want to
well,
head basically northwest or southeast from here? So the stairs or the open area?
What are y'all thinking? I'm thinking let's check out the stairs. That seems more ominous.
All right. Well, Evan, as you kind of stand there at the head of the stairs, you can see down into the bottom. At the base of these steeply descending steps, a curtain hangs across the passage. It is made from hundreds of heavy leather strips, each about the width of a human hand. They are fixed to the ceiling and they're long enough to actually drag on the floor. The curtain does extend wall to wall, and it looks to be a variety of animals that have been badly cured to make this leather. It does seem to be a few layers thick, so you can't actually see through the curtain.
That's like a freezer flap.
Kind of, yeah. You can feel a bit of cold air coming out up the stairs.
There you go.
Just kind of
Probably
that
works too
gentle
much as
coldness
retail.
as you move down the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of slowly move. So the curtain would be like what here?
Yeah, it's like right there at the bottom of the stairs, kind of covering that last step.
Can I like tell if the curtain is bad?
You can certainly try. That would be an investigation check.
Yeah, let me do it.
Actually, because this place is fairly accurate on their low-level DCs, you carefully begin to kind of move through the curtain, and you can see that hidden in the tufts of fur and on the back sides of the curtain, you can see a number of barbs and large fish hooks that are coated in something. Could be poison, could just be dirt and grime. It's not the kind of things you'd want to just kind of pass
Could be
through.
healing juice.
Could be healing
Okay.
juice.
Can I like are there a lot of them, or could I like cut them off with my dagger?
There's hundreds of
Remove them.
them over
Oh,
the strips of
gosh.
leather. You'd be better off to use something to push the curtain aside to let people
Okay.
through.
So I might use my mage hand then.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, I
Kind of
think
hold it
that's what I'll
open.
do. Yeah, I'll use the mage hand to hold it open so that I can.
All right. You guys all heading down there through the door?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. You guys
Yep.
go ahead and move into the next room then.
Let's put her in.
Yeah.
Him in front of me and you
Yeah.
in front of me and.
I'll just kinda get off to the side, like right here.
yeah. As you step into this room, the smell of old blood assaults your nose. The floor is covered with dried puddles of. 4 floor-to-ceiling columns are spaced across the chamber, and chains have been strung across between them like clotheslines. There are numerous animal carcasses hung on hooks from the chains. You're seeing antelope, deer, goats, what might be cats, or even small bears. And based on the smell that you're hitting from here, some of this meat has been here for a while. The other thing you notice about this cave is that it is very cold once you've moved in past the curtain. Something about this keeps it very close to freezing. Like it's
I want to try
extraordinarily
to find
cold in
the
here.
source of the coldness to see if it's like a magical item or anything.
You can throw an investigation check if anybody wants to help her and give her advantage.
I will help her.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it didn't help a ton.
Well, I positive intelligence.
Yeah, you guys spend a few minutes digging through this, and it seems that this cavern is somehow just naturally this cold.
Hmm.
We got a dwarf in the party, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Tori, you've run across caves and caverns like these before, because you're a dwarf. You know quite a bit about the underground like this.
Yeah.
It's not horribly unusual to find a cavern like this. Just some natural conflux of airflow and insulation beneath the earth can keep some caverns very cold. So it doesn't seem to be any particular object or item or thing that is causing it. You don't find any runes.
Just naturally
It's
occurring
just
temperature.
it's just a cold storage area.
Can I
Though
like
they're-
walk around the perimeter and just kind of look for any shinies and valuable things? I don't know that there is anything, but
Yeah. In this room, it doesn't seem like there's anything overly valuable, though there is, in y'all's estimation, probably more meat than is really necessary to store here, and some of it is fairly old. So the hunters that you guys, I will say, ran across, noticed that were pulling meat in, seem to have been working overtime
Gotcha.
for a little while.
I'd like to check. I like to cast detect magic just to be safe. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah. You toss detect magic. Nothing in the room is glowing.
Okay.
You're not detecting any magical auras around.
Frickin' poor people.
Outside of any incidentals that the party might have, I don't think anybody's gotten magic yet.
No.
Yeah.
okay.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah. Would we know of any like beasts that like rotten meat or anything that they might be trying to feed this stuff to? Because it seems like if they've got way
Well-
more meat than they should be and that it's been here for a long time.
Well,
maybe they're
you
trying to-
do know that part of this compound has been housing the cult of the dragon.
Right, that's exactly what I was worried about.
Just, first thought that pops in your head.
This is their dragon feeding storage room.
Damn it, Scott!
Okay.
Did you have to give me the hiccups?
I got them now too.
It's an epidemic.
I think we'll
Alright.
head back out here.
Yeah, and start heading towards the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
so
I
let's
see anything ahead of me that would signal
Um,
anything bad?
Let me see what your vision looks like. Hey, stop moving. I got to click on you.
Okay. I said no more moving. No more moving.
It's all fine and dandy till I go to click and you're not in that square anymore.
I'm just gonna keep. See, now I'm just
Actually,
gonna keep moving to fuck
let's
with you.
see. You're right. Yeah. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da. What is your? Need to look at your character sheet for a second. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Okay. What you're seeing ahead of you is a fairly large open space. That set of stairs here in the north is been worked with an iron grating that kind of encompasses it into a small hallway with a fairly large gate there at the bottom. The stairs themselves has, though, the drop off is not railed or anything. There's no railings. Again, it's roughly a 10-foot drop to the lower area, though there's a lot of shadows and kind of overhangs. The light doesn't seem to go through there. On the upper area, let's see who's moving where. Let's see who can see what, because I've got a. You do see the beginnings of what looked like another work staircase over in the distance. So what do you guys want to do? There doesn't seem to be anybody in this particular room. Okay. Hold up. All right. As stop it. When I say hold up, it means hold up. Okay. As Evan steps through. There on the floor, and you just did not have the passive perception to check it and didn't say you were looking. As Evan kind of steps through the hallway, her foot goes through a very cleverly concealed, what looks like a large sheet of paper.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And she kind of tumbles to the side and lands on some rough spikes and jagged stones, causing 4 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh shit! Woo!
That's a bit of a Constitution save right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
+0.
That means you're only affected by the poison for a single round.
Oh, okay.
I would like you. I would like you to roll 1d10.
Okay.
Okay. This is a good reaction. You have been affected by the confusion spell from the poison for a round, but you got the good one. The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn, which means you would have technically stopped in this square when your foot went through and hit.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's a very shallow pit. It's only, maybe 6 inches deep, so you don't really go over, but, you hit and kind of pull your foot up and just kind of, for a second there.
Okay.
Some good drugs on these spikes, guys.
But now that you have sprung the trap, everyone else should be able to move through without too much issue. But yeah, so the drop off does lead into a lower area, and the stairs do have a cage of iron bars that surround it. Up to around 10 foot, the cage does. At the top of the steps, as you're getting closer, there is a peg with a key just hanging there. And in the southwestern wall, now that you guys are coming into the room, kind of along this wall, there's a rack holding a number of implements. There are long poles with lassos at the end, leashes and collars, sharp prods, a few mock weapons made from wood, and some human-sized dummies kind of stitched out of sailcloth and stuffed with straw, with just horrid, ridiculous expressions painted on their faces.
Sorry, I just read Tori's. Oh, crap. So these dummies are, did you say over here?
No, they're along this wall, kind of around this corner. You couldn't really see them from where you were standing before you entered the room.
Okay. Well, I'm climbing out of the pit. Can I do that yet, or is it?
Yes. Yeah, it only takes like a round.
Okay.
A failed con save means you're confused for, what was it? On a fail, it's 1 full minute, so 10 rounds.
Oh wow! Good thing I did okay on that.
Yeah, and confusion can get interesting. The creature uses this action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Shit!
It just randomly stabs somebody in the kidney. So what do you guys want to check out in here?
Away just a bit.
Again, you do have the staircase with the gate at the bottom, and the key is there at the top of the stairs. There is the drop off, though it's very shadowy and dark in there. If you'd like to shed some light and take a look, you're of course allowed to do that.
I want to use my mage hand to get the key and open the gate.
All right, yeah, you can do that. The
I
gate
just want to
opens.
keep my distance. Like, I don't want to get dead again.
Yeah. You open the gate. Let's see. Ooh. I love being able to do that. These guys. Oof. As you open the gate, you guys make perception checks. I need everybody that's in the room to make a perception check as the gate opens.
Well, shit. I don't think I have a good perception score.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Definitely not terrible. But that was terrible.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Oh, I'm missing. I'm like, who am I missing? The person that's not here.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Well, you notice as soon as the gate opens, as soon as you unlock the gate, it kind of squeezes open for a second because it's not well constructed. Sturdy though, kind of squeaky. You
That's what
see
she
the Evan and Lingling notice this. You see a group of drakes, not the ones we know.
I was just saying, like, just this pack of drakes walking around, like,
kind of move out from under the shadows.
Oh shit! Can I use my mage hand to close the gate back?
Well, let's throw initiative and see.
Oh shit!
Those of you that did not make the perception check will be kind of asked out of the first round, but go ahead and roll initiative anyway.
okay. Watch me get like a natural 1 or something this time. I wasted all my rolls last time. That's actually just fine, actually.
That's the same thing I rolled last time.
Come on, Grippo, give us your 1.
One sec. Who's looking at something?
I think you're probably going to be okay here.
Is is the gate wide enough that I could see them through it, or is it completely solid?
Oh no, it's like an iron cage, like cell door type of gate. Iron bars. Where you saw them was like down the drop off when they started to move forward. You were able to, because they were kind of buried back deep in the shadows, and when you
Okay.
opened the gate, they immediately started kind of heading towards it. Yeah, like it was. You have what 3-4 dogs. You know that rush. You know that
Oh,
rush
yeah.
when you open the door in the morning.
Uh-huh.
That's what's happening right now.
That's
You
great.
have made the noise of the door opening, and now you have
Oh,
3 drakes rushing toward the door.
Oh
But you,
god, I should have collected some of the rotten meat.
but the good news is you actually are going to go first in the round, so you can, if you would like to, use your action to mage hand the door shut and lock it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I don't want them to be able to get out because we don't have any. Now, exactly how many there are.
Oh, I forgot to do Linglings. I hate that. Her character sheet got all shrunk up on me.
Oh no.
Lingling. Okay. You do still have movement and bonus if you would like, but it was an action to manipulate the door closed and turn the key. I mean, that took an action to do, not a
Oh,
bonus.
for sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm gonna
That guy's not
alert.
there.
Everybody else knows this yet? Yes or no? Wait, did we tell them?
No, you hadn't had a chance yet, so you can
I'm
tell
gonna
them
tell
now,
them.
which
Yeah,
will
I'm
allow
gonna-
them to. Yeah. If you go, oh shit, bad things, then they can act on their turn
Yeah,
as normal.
I'm just gonna run into the center of the group here and be like, "Oh shit, there's drakes in there. We're bad."
Okay,
I
so
close
you
the
said
door.
the drop off. There's no railing, right?
No, it's just a roughly 10-foot drop off, though it does seem a bit steeper than the last one you dealt with.
Well, yeah. Now that knowing what we know now, there's a reason.
Ling Ling is just going to kind of come forward and kind of get in front of you just in case, because she's basically pure melee. Mr. Dennington, now that you have been warned, you can go on your initiative. It was
Okay.
think if she
So do we? So the door's shut, right?
Yes. Yeah. She reshut and locked the door before they got to it and slammed it open and started coming up the stairs.
So we can't actually target them, can we? With the door shut.
Okay. This whole area is wide open.
So yes,
Drop
we
off.
can.
No railing.
Right?
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's you would assume that the drakes aren't able to climb up that, which is why they were going toward the door when it opened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it definitely looks like it would be a somewhat more difficult climb than the last one you went through.
Let's see what the range is. That probably should be fine within range, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll start with this boy over here. This good boy. Can I do it? Click. No. Here we go. Click this boy. There we go.
Yeah, you might need to get a little closer to the edge to get a good view down. But other than that,
Okay, so I guess I'll move like here. Will that work?
yeah, that'll give you a decent view on that guy.
And then we'll go with. I guess it makes it 30 feet. So. Yeah, we'll go ahead and. Actually, yeah, I got Eldritch Blast now. Might as well use that. I'm more like a warlock and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be your best friend.
you
I
could
don't know.
use those.
I've had a lot of success with Firebolt, to be quite honest. But all right. Wait, no, that's not it. Why is it? Oh, it's because it's not in my actual spells or my attacks. Why is it not in my attacks?
I would not know.
1 second. Let's see. Pull up here. And then. Oh, that's right. Pull up here. Eldritch. Am I spelling it wrong? Probably. Huh. Says an error has occurred. Why is it not pulling it up?
It did the same thing to me earlier. I had to refresh.
Alright, I'm going to refresh the page then. 1 moment. Okay. My people. My Dennington. Slow ass time.
Yeah, the Roll20 servers seem just a little slow today.
Yeah, probably. There we go. Alright, so we're going to pull it here. Boof. Am I just not adding it right?
I didn't think you took Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, no, I took it with when I got did the tome, I got my 3 cantrips. I chose that was one of them.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so no, I've just got it now.
It's on your cantrips.
Yeah, but I can't cast it.
It's because it's marked as outgoing to a spell card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible with this stuff.
Now click it. That was me testing.
Okay. Nah.
Should have kept mine.
Right?
Yes, unfortunately, that goes wide and does not hit anybody.
Yeah.
And
No.
I think it's 5th level when it goes to a second blast.
Yep.
Okay. That brings us up to Rippo.
Oh. Had I gone before Dennington,
Right.
What was your plan?
talk him down. I
Oh.
speak Dracon.
Oh, that's right. I should have.
But now a fucking Eldritch Blast has been thrown at one, even if it missed. It's probably not going to work. So instead,
Man, those those crazy attacks that no one thinks about, kind of like a magic hammer.
You're right. This is true.
and okay, so I'm gonna move up to here, and that is 10. And I am going to throw a javelin.
Which one?
The
Not which
one
javelin
on
at which one?
left.
This guy?
If you pointed at the one on the left, then yes.
Did you?
My character sheet's over that spot, so I didn't see the one on the right ping. So, oh, no rage yet. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. That does hit, however. And the javelin sticks into it, and it lets loose a loud screech of anger. And that's it for you. You moved, you shot. You don't really have a bonus action yet outside of rage.
Yeah, no. I'm good.
Well, unfortunately, since they can't do much else, forgot to look at his movement because I'm an idiot. He is going to rush over here towards this doorway that he was hoping is still open and kind of slam against it and rattle the entire whole apparatus for a moment. And then that's pretty much it. Gwildor.
Let's see here. That's said they're drakes, right?
Yeah, they're technically guard drakes is their full name, but they're drakes.
Screw it. We'll try. Well, let's try Ray of Frost.
Okay. Which one? Which one you aim it at?
The one by the door.
Okay. Oh. Just not quite enough. Okay, so the last two folk of the round are the guard drakes, and they're just going to kind of mill around, hollering and screaming. One does kind of come scrabbling up and leaps in the air and kind of makes Rippo kind of startle back for just a second as he gets kind of close to the edge, but does not look like they're going to be capable of getting outside of the stairs themselves. And that's going to pull us around to the next round where I need to take a quick bio break and empty my bladder. So I will be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rippo was going to try and get him a Drake mount.
Oh God.
But it's okay. There will be other Drakes.
Ribbo's going after the extra large variety, isn't he?
Yes.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So I was telling them, yeah, if I had gotten to talk to him first, Rippo was gonna try and get a Drake mount.
We're gonna Cobalt Paladin riding a Drake.
Hell yeah!
Are we still waiting on Amanda? Because it is her turn.
I think it is, yeah.
That would be a thought. Oh, I was thinking of something else for the water deep. I think I'll use that other idea for water deep, but I think I'll pocket that.
Yeah,
Kobold.
for those who don't know, I've started reading Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which is infinitely better written than this particular adventure. So once we have finished Tyranny as a side game, or everybody's ready to move on to a different side game, I will be setting up and running Waterdeep Dragon Heist
Sounds good to me.
just as our side game.
That's actually we're actually playing that now. In
Well,
one of
then
my other games.
just don't use prior knowledge.
Well, I never do.
I know. It's just okay. It's like night and day, the quality between the books. It really is. And I also might, and while you were gone, I was bringing up some folks.
Mhm.
When we get finished with the primary arc in the homebrew, which will be in a few more levels, but when we finish with the primary arc in the homebrew, I might take a short break while I'm plotting the next major arc and do Dragon Heist in the middle there. Just as a give me time to really flesh out the next portion of the world for the homebrew game.
Sweet.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my
Um,
turn, right?
It is your turn. Your turn is up. We are back at the start of the round.
They don't seem like they're gonna pose any threat to us, right? Because
Currently,
they can't
no.
get to us.
Yeah.
So
You managed to lock the gate.
Okay, so I think I just want to walk. Let's see. I have 25 feet.
I can use a bonus to do that again because of your roguish ability.
Yeah.
Technically, a rogue can move,
mhm.
use the bonus to move his movement again, and then use his action to move his movement a third time.
That's a cool.
It's all you get to do. But there's a reason rogues can get the fuck away.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay, so I don't want to attack them because I feel like there's nothing really that they're gonna do to us. So I'm just gonna question.
Yeah.
Can I cast mage armor on myself?
You can.
Only if I'm not wearing armor, which I currently.
Well,
was
you
just
you
curious.
can. It just you're wearing leather armor.
Mhm.
It would only increase your AC by 2
Right. So okay, I was
because
just
leather
curious.
is technically 11 plus. Mage armor would
Yeah.
make it 13 plus, but you only get the best of those.
Okay, okay. I figured that would be the case. I just wanted to make sure. I'm
Mm.
not sure what else we're gonna find here, but I do have 11 hit points. So,
Gonna-
I think I'm not gonna cast it yet. I think I'm gonna, let's see, 5 or hold on. Let me use my measuring thing. I kind of want to walk over here and just peek down the stairwell.
Okay. Just to let you know, and this may or may not work well for you. Some folks have different. When you've started dragging your token, you can right click and it'll pop up a measuring tool while you're moving.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
cool. All right. So I want to go
Well-
there. Oh wow. Whew, goodness. And
Yeah.
then so that's all of my direct movement. I want to say something to the rest of the guys and just kind of basically indicate that I'm not attacking them anymore because I don't think that it's necessary.
Yeah,
And
well, yeah.
that way everybody knows why I'm just walking away. And then I guess I still have an action left.
Technically, yes.
Well, shit, mage armor lasts 8 hours, doesn't it? Let me just
Yes.
cast that on myself, and I'll buff my AC for a couple hours so that
Okay.
in case we don't really get to a lot of healing.
All right. Then we will get your AC will now be a 16 versus a 14.
Cool.
All right. So that is your turn. Oh, things are happening, so give me just a moment. And you do have your lantern out.
Do, yes.
Okay, so you see coming around the corner, heading down to investigate what the hell is going on,
Uh-oh.
a kobold. And as he comes around the corner and spies your light source, he hollers back behind him in kobold, which Ripple will understand coming from the stairs. Oh, crap, adventurers! As he then rushes down to the bottom of the stairs, pulling a dagger to confront him. Oh, that is taking his movement. Oh, crap, adventurers!
Oh, yay! No, he's gonna attack me, right?
No, he doesn't have the movement.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I'm slowly. You can roll initiative for creatures on the GM layer, and it hides them from you guys on the turn order.
I love that. I noticed that he already had an initiative.
I didn't know that. Right.
Neat.
If they're on the GM layer when you roll initiative, yeah, from you guys, I can see them, but they're
That's
kind of
awesome.
grayed out. Yeah.
That's really good to know for me.
Let's see. And this guy's going to come right there. And let's see. Oh, shut up. Well, of the people he can see, he's got a sling in his hand, and he's going to kind of go ahead and try and smack you with a rock. He's just literally going to grab a rock off the ground and spin it around and swing it at you. Only hitting AC 13, so the rock goes skidding by you and kind of bounces around everybody else.
Cool.
Up next, we have... Oh, these guys are fun. And that is that one. Okay. Really? They just don't have good... Boy, that's hard to see. It's not so bad. Flying over his companions is a kobold with wings. that flies over you at about 10 feet up near the ceiling. And that's where his movement ends, is right there. That's why he's got that 2 squares up. He's got the little red marker, which is probably the horrible marker to use for that because it's red. I didn't know the letters were red. Did you know you could do that?
Nope.
Yeah, you just hover over whatever marker you want to use and push a number.
Oh, nice.
As he gets to there in his double move, he is flying around with a head-sized rock in his hands currently. And that brings us around to Mr. Dennington. You do see and hear all this going on beside you.
Gotcha.
It's making enough racket with the stones and the kobolds coming out and kind of chattering amongst themselves. You didn't think it'd be easy just because you closed the drakes off, did you?
That is true. All right, so let's see. Let me check something real quick. Where's my spells? There we go. All right, so that way, if I'm here, let me. Okay, so. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna move here. Oh crap, let me move in. Then. Okay. How am I gonna phrase this, Evan? This is. I'm sorry to do this to you.
Huh?
We're gonna go ahead and cast Burning Hands.
Okay. Let me double check. That's a cone, I believe.
Yeah, 15-foot cone.
Okay. Just to let you know, because you're not used to this, a 15-foot cone.
It'd be like this. It casts the 2 kobolds, her, and then that's.
Well, that one kobold is, 2 squares up, so it's actually probably not going to catch him because he's too close to the small part of the cone.
Okay. Well,
You might have been better off from like here if you wanted to catch both kobolds.
Okay.
Because, the cone does go up and down. Just like.
Well, 'cause I've got a little bit more movement. How about if I move here, would I catch this one and the one in the back?
Yeah, you can angle it up the stairs that way if you wanted to catch both of them that way.
And that way it'll miss her too, I think.
Yes. Yeah, you could do that and miss her.
Thank
I'll
you.
give that to him.
Alright, that'll work.
Okay, so that is dexterity saves from those two. Go ahead and roll your damage on that.
I think we're growing on Mr. Dennington. He's finding he cares about us now.
Okay, so I've got 2 kobolds to make dex saves.
Dex, yeah.
And your what is your spell DC?
DC 13.
You say bullshit.
Okay, one of
But
them rolled a 22.
Just averted your spell.
So he's going to take half. Okay,
Yeah, that's half
so
damage.
that one
No, that was
Yeah.
Gwildor saying that.
it didn't fucking matter. It actually doesn't matter because your half damage kills them.
Oh wow.
They're kobolds.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you blast a jet of flame up the stairs, and watch as these 2 kobolds are quickly incinerated and go down in a heap of flaming corpses there on the stairs.
Alright, cool.
Next up is Ling Ling, who is again going to just kind of get in position on the off chance that it gets close enough, because she has no range that I'm aware of. Oh no, she has a dart. She's gonna get underneath it and throw a dart up at its ass.
Oh!
No, she's gonna throw it towards it. She rolled an 8. That brings us to Rippo.
Okay, so verticality question. If I am right there, in the adjacent,
He
from
is
me to him, would he himself be within 10 feet of me?
no. He is far enough up to be outside of melee range if you do not have
No.
a 10-foot.
No, I'm saying, is he within 10 feet? 10 feet, not 5, within 10 feet.
Oh God, I've got to decide how fucking. Yes.
He
By
will
the
be
way,
within
D&D
10 feet?
measures. By the way,
Okay.
D&D measures. Just imagine if I was measuring and you were standing on a horizontal surface and I was measuring up.
Okay, so Rippo
Yeah.
is going to step there, and I haven't used this in a while. I'm going to grovel, cower, and beg.
Oh my God! I
Oh,
forgot you could do that.
So Rippo's gonna be like, "No, please don't hurt Says."
Would you
And
would
all
you
of
link
you guys
that?
get advantage. Yes,
Yeah,
I
would
will
you
link
link
it.
that so I could double check it? I forgot you had that ability. That's yeah. Yep. Everybody else is going to get advantage for the next round.
Sweet.
Let's see. Next up, we have. Oh, helps if I. I got to learn the hotkeys to bounce between layers. That's all there is to it. Another kobold comes to the top of the stairs and is going to attempt to peg the dwarf in the head with a stone from a sling. Mr. Dennington, AC 18 I hit for 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As the kobold screams around a corner, swinging a sling above his head and snaps it off, and it careens off your hard dwarf noggin.
The poverty-stricken riffraff is striking back.
Okay. The guard drakes are excited and just kind of following what's going on, waiting for scraps of anything to kind of fall down. So they're just kind of staying too close to the edge of whoever happens to be near the edge, on the hopes that somebody might get knocked in. Next up, we've got one final. As another drake, winged kobold comes flapping down the stairs, also staying in the air, trying to stay out of range of other people. Though it seems like it is exhausted its movement, and yet again is holding a stone in its hands that's about the size of a head. One of their attacks is literally dropped rock. That brings us to Gwildor.
All right. None of these guys have been damaged yet, right?
No, the flying kobold. And I can't think of a flying kobold without thinking of the Wizard of Oz and Flying Monkey.
Oh my God! Right.
Rippo is
That's
just
the music going on in my head right now.
just
We're
kinda
going to
horrible idea.
do Witch Bolt.
All right, which one? The closest one?
Yeah.
Go
You
for
have
it.
advantage.
You do have advantage on the attack roll. Oh, that is very much a hit.
Noise.
Whew. Yeah, you blast that kobold out of the sky. And just for shits and giggles,
Does he fly into the Drake cave?
yeah, woo, down to the drakes.
Oh, tell me he flings the rock and accidentally hits his buddy.
Well, no, he's just going to drop the rock, but he might accidentally drop the rock on one of you.
Oh.
So we're going to
Aim for the dwarf. Aim for the dwarf.
He does not. The rock drops in the square he was in, and as he dive bombs dead over into the Drake cage. And Rippo, you're standing there close enough to hear the ravenous sound of the Drakes immediately tear into their what's probably their trainers, who probably aren't overly Did you want to do any movement or anything, Drake?
I'm good right here.
All right. That brings us to the Drakes, who immediately swarm around this kobold's dead body and rip it to shreds. Which was that one. We'll just take him out of initiative. Mr. Dennington, you have one kobold roughly on the stairs, 10 to 15 feet above you, and then the head of the stairs, who's also about 10 to 15. This one's just flying.
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, before we continue, something I forgot to do.
What is that?
Okay, we're good.
Oh, shit! Yeah, that wasn't a can. Yeah, I'm glad you said something.
Good point.
I kind of just want to make it, if you roll your level or to make it go really insane as we go. But by level 20,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go and go Eldritch Blast and the dude. Well, no. Would I be at disadvantage, or is that since he's above me? would that
no,
be
he's not in melee. He's not technically in melee range, so you're
All right,
fine. It's an
so-
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast and the dude in front of us?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's and
Cast a level 1, or level. When he says cast, it's casting at the spell level, not your.
yeah.
So he won't be level 2 until.
Yeah, I hit it just to demonstrate, but yeah, either one of those is enough to drop that kobold in the staircase.
Yes.
And again, I'm just being goofy with the rocks here because I want to see. Okay, the rock does not fall on you, though it does kind of bounce down the stairs a little bit. And I'm just to get them off of the map. That brings us around to Ling Ling, who's going to rush up the stairs and try to punch the kobold. Now that she's got something she can punch. Or short sworded, actually, at this level. She misses.
Poor Ling Ling.
Let's see, where was she? She was here.
Ling Ling ain't got the ding ding.
Yeah. She missed. That brings us around to Rippo.
Wasn't
All
Isaiah
right.
turn after the Drakes?
What's up?
Did I skip you? Oh my god, I clicked the button too many times. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and do
That's
your
okay.
do your turn now. And yeah,
Okay.
no, mhm.
I was like, it's been a while since I've gone. Oh,
I
wait.
must have double clicked the button without realizing it, and it just bounced right through you.
Hmm.
Okay.
You readied your action for after Ling Ling. That's what it was.
Okay, the map is freaking out right. Did I move just now?
Yeah.
Like a 5 foot to the left.
Okay. All right. So here's 10,
Can you count to 20?
15, 20, 25. I'm getting real bold up in here.
Yeah. I do not think your halfling thing lets you go through squares of creatures that size.
Oh, really?
I think it's got to be at least a size category larger than you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Then in that
Let's
case,
double
I'll be
check.
back. Let me look
Um,
just to be sure. There's
Yeah, you can move through the
no.
space of any creature that is of a size
A
larger
size
than
larger
yours.
than mine. Got
And
it.
kobolds
so
happen to be
okay.
small as well.
So I'll just be right here, and then I'll toll the dead.
Go for it.
Okay. Let me find it. Where's that? There it is.
Toll the Dead's a good one. Oh, that is very much a hit.
Yay!
Don't bother with sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Uh,
Actually, I noticed that the sneak attack only applies if I'm using a finesse weapon or a ranged weapon, so a spell wouldn't count. So I shouldn't have
Really?
had sneak attack. Yeah, we did
I
one.
thought you
know
could sneak
earlier.
attack with spells. I thought that was part of what arcane tricksters could do.
It doesn't.
Maybe it's a higher level thing.
say- Yeah, it might be. But yeah, so I definitely did that on one of them. So I remember not to
It's
do that.
fine. It's fine. But we'll check it later. It
Okay.
doesn't matter at this point. Okay, at this point, the only enemies are the guard drakes who are quite happy chewing on the kobolds that fell in there. Unless you guys are going to physically go down in there, they can't get to you. So
Can
I'm
I
going to go ahead.
push more bodies in there? I just
You,
want to push
you guys
all of
can
the bodies
throw
in
all
there,
the
guys.
kobolds down
Okay,
there.
before you
Well,
throw
check
the
for-
other
check for
queen
loot.
kobold down in there, I'm
Search them.
chopping his wings off to make a cloak. I'm
Woo!
Rico is jealous of the winged kobolds.
There
You can have kobold wings. You add them to your pack.
you go. Also, yeah. Any loot?
First.
Doesn't seem like any of them were really carrying much in the way of treasure on themselves. Yeah. Oh shit! I closed it. Ah, I closed the wrong damn thing. I'm like, where's my stuff? Too many windows. Too many windows. I left the dice roller open and closed the actual, fucking adventure. Yeah, the kobolds themselves, outside of having some daggers and stuff like that, they didn't have any actual treasure on them. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you'd like to, continue your search, there is that nice little set of stairway that everybody's halfway up.
Yeah, that's the one that I want to go down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of eke my way in, but I want to check and see if there are any damn traps that I'm gonna fall into before I get through it.
Well, roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yes. Hold on, let me double check. Yes, you do happen to see the top step, which you were checking as you were going forward. Yeah. Okay, the top step is set to set off a trap. Difficult to tell exactly what it's doing, but you can tell there's a mechanism underneath it. Though what it does isn't overly obvious. Would you like to disable that trap?
Yes, please.
Then that would be a thieves' tool dexterity.
Okay.
You have quite successfully cleared that trap, which is good because it drops the ceiling on everybody behind you.
Oh, that's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. Have no fear. Had you buried the entire party, I would have gone back to the meat room, and I would have grabbed a bunch of meat and gotten friendly with the drakes over there and had them burrow everybody out.
Or just continue the adventure with drakes for friends.
Right?
Oh, God,
Also a
I
possibility.
was seriously thinking about it, but then my animal handling is only like a +1, so.
Alright. But you have successfully disarmed the trap. Woohoo! A rogue did the rogue's job.
Yay!
And you are capable of continuing up the stairs. Now,
Okay.
there is a chamber that opens up here to the west. This is
Okay.
probably where the kobolds are coming from. You could see them kind of coming around that corner. And then there's another set of stairs that kind of head down a little deeper on the right-hand side, the southern stair.
I want to check for traps here.
Go ahead and roll. Roll them. Does
Ooh.
not seem to be any traps in that area.
Oh, good.
But in this area, now that you guys are getting a view of it, thin mattresses of straw and badly cured furs form small beds that are haphazardly positioned around the chamber. And as you come around, you are seeing a few rats and small lizards scurry through food scraps and moldy wineskins littered on the floor. Just looking around, this looks to be barracks of sorts for the kobold. And you can see a number of stacks of copper coins and a few gold and silver. Would you guys like to take the time to kind of dig through this room?
Yes,
Yep.
but I want to check for
Do
traps.
kobolds make shitty traps?
Yeah. Check the trap first. I think I wanted to do
Go ahead and make that investigation.
Yeah, I think I want to do detect magic too, just to be safe. But
Okay, yeah, nothing seems magical.
okay.
You guys go ahead, can all, or just to make this simpler, one person roll the investigation. Everyone else is going to give them advantage
I
on
did
this.
it already.
Well, no, this is the search the room, not the check.
Got it.
Who's got the
Who
highest
has
So-
the best investigation? I'm +3.
It's not me.
+1?
Probably the rogue.
Okay. So I rolled it.
Okay. In this room, you find a total of 38 gold spread around,
Mhm.
152 silver.
Okay.
All around the room, you find a total of 704 copper pieces that have been sorted into exactly 88 stacks of 8 copper coins each for some reason.
Oh.
Interesting.
Stacks of 8 copper coins each. Okay. How many was the total of silver and copper again?
152 silver, 704 copper.
Okay.
How much
And
was
if
gold?
somebody
there-
wants to do the math to make that all gold,
I got it.
it's like 53, it's like 60 gold and some change.
Mhm.
How many
Yeah.
of us?
Oh,
Five?
I was just gonna
There's
divide.
5 of us.
There are
us.
5 of us, so we each get. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, somebody convert it, and I'll just divide.
Alright, so how many gold was it again?
38 gold, 152 silver, 704 copper. Call it, since there's 5 of you, call it 65 gold because it's going to come up just shy of that when you
That's-
convert it.
That's
Okay.
fine. So 65 gold split
13 each.
13
Yeah,
each. That's
13
fine.
gold each. But you do see a number with that roll. You also find a number, like dozens of dragon themed talismans and amulets that have been carved from bone and wood and ivory and just whatever materials they could get their hands on. And while most of them are terribly done, you find a few unique ones that might actually be worth a little bit of money if you'd like to take them along. There's 4 that might prove to be worth some collector's time.
Can I take one of the nice ones and one of the not so nice ones as well,
Sure.
and just put them in my pocket in case I need to
Sure.
put anything up?
Yeah.
I also am gonna grab one. Although Rippo's not gonna be too worried about it being one of the nice ones, but if he ever needs to infiltrate the cult again, it might do to have said
Yeah.
talisman.
So
I'll grab one.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
a deal with Rippo. I will give you. I'll let you have 2 of the bad ones for one of the good ones. Cause hey, 2 so much better than 1, right? Just
I was grabbing a shitty one anyways.
So there you go, 2 there. So I'll take one. I'll take a good one. That leaves what, and then we'll leave 1 for Ling Ling, I guess.
Yeah, she can. Yeah. Somebody remember that she's got talismans.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But other than that, there's nothing of interest in the room. It's just an
Okay.
area where they've bedded down to sleep. I may need to move you guys into the next chamber because it crosses under a tunnel you've been through. So the dynamic lighting is going to stop your movement there.
Gotcha.
Well, we might actually be able to get over there because when you moved Shadow Axe, like that's why I told you to turn his light off. It revealed, it didn't show us anything in there, thankfully, because everything being on the GM layer, but it revealed
Oh yeah, it doesn't
that
really
corner
matter.
of the map.
Again, that's not a big deal. That really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But just in case, just because I'm not sure if it was going to let you, I don't know. I'm going to bring you guys down to the bottom of the stairs here, those that I can fit. I'll move yourselves as need be, because it's just a
Okay, yeah, that
glow stick.
revealed. So
And I'll move Ling Ling over there as everybody else gets in the room. Forgetting this is, are you guys trying to be stealthy as you're making your way through
yes.
here?
I'm definitely roguing it up.
And go ahead and set your guys in the
You kinda
stairs
got
because it is kind of single file.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I have no idea. Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth checks, everybody, just to make sure.
Oh god, he's gonna be terrible.
And I'm assuming you keep your lantern hooded when you're stealthing around.
Oh yes, definitely.
Got Rippo over here with a +5 in stealth. They still rolled a damn 10.
It's because she's behind me, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm putting a halo over it.
I missed-
It is I, Tiamat.
Yeah. More like, it's me, Terra.
Oh, there.
Terra.
Just because you put people there. Okay. Make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Unfortunately, Rippo, you basically hit their passive perception.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I say, it's because of the halo I've got now. Can I attempt to make a bluff check and tell them that I am Tiamat here to
Well, you are a
answer
kobold.
their wishes?
That does help. As you step into the room, this chamber has been enlarged and reshaped from original form. The floor and 3 of the walls are smooth, and stalactites and stalagmites have been polished into gleaming columns. Every surface glistens with moisture, and the air is warm and humid. The flat walls of the chamber are decorated with shallow, abstract carvings of dragons. Dragons' tails coil into intricate patterns and knots that flow across the wall. The creature portrayed in the northwest corner, which is kind of where you guys are. Yeah. Stands out, a 5-headed dragon rising from an erupting volcano. Other dragons, which seem dwarfed by the 5-headed monstrosity, flock to its side. A small wooden chest with silver and mother of pearl inlay sits on the floor in the corner in front of the monstrous dragon car. You know what? It says northwest. All that shit's over here. Because it makes no fucking sense to put that right here.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, I think they meant right here.
Well, because it says it's on the flat walls. That's not a flat wall.
Yeah. No.
Again, this book is not that well written. But before you're able to really kind of explore, Rippo, you are noticed by a couple of individuals that look like they are posted as guards. They're across the way. They both look something like this.
Okay, so Eric the Viking is standing guard.
Yeah.
Two of 'em.
Both wielding large great axes that are set on the ground. And as you kind of step into the chamber, this closest one kind of lifts his sword and looks towards you and actually speaks to you in Draconic. I mean, these are cultist people. Speaks out in Draconic. What business do you have here?
I'm gonna tell them we're here to relieve them. Like they're needed elsewhere.
Go ahead. Roll deception.
I'm gonna back him. No. I'm gonna back him up with this, and I'm gonna act like I'm his leader to help him at least. That way, I can roll deception.
Okay. You guys do know from the camp that there wasn't really a uniform, so
yeah. I'll roll deception.
Well, you can aid him. He'll get advantage.
Fuck. All right. Yeah, we'll aid him.
Oh
Holy
shit!
What the?
Oh shit!
Flat roll, guys. That's my deception. 0.
Holy shit!
When it comes to
awesome.
convincing the cult of the dragon that I'm the shit.
Yeah, this is like the 3rd or 4th time he's done this.
The shit.
Oh my
That's insane.
god, this is hilarious.
Well, all right then.
It's happened often enough. I'm seriously contemplating giving him a bonus to do it for the cult of the dragon.
You should do that.
Because this shit keeps happening.
Oh my god. Ridiculous.
He kind of grunts and nods his head. You can mutters just loud enough, even across the chamber, for you hear him say under his breath, "Finally," as he hollers at his friend, and kind of throws his head toward the other area, and these two both head off into this southern chamber, the southern part of the chamber, and head off into this area. And if you don't attack them or anything, they will just continue to leave you alone.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't believe that worked.
I
know,
can't
right?
fucking believe it worked either.
I really should have attended the Tiamat line. God damn it.
Yeah. I cannot believe that shit. Hey,
That is
that's what the
hilarious.
dice are for, though, right?
I know.
I will take position
I'm gonna follow you.
just in case.
Okay, well, don't forget, I did mention there's a fairly nice chest in this corner.
Yes, I was
Oh,
leaving
yeah.
that open to the rogue.
I would like to see that. Which corner did you say?
Up in this corner.
The northeast.
Oh, it's not showing me. Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it not showing you my?
No, yeah, it was weird. Like your cursor didn't show up. I saw it earlier when you said that, and then forgot. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I want to try to open. I want to check it for chaps.
Okay. Roll that investigate.
I'm so
Oh,
glad.
that's a natural one. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, she gets to. She's a fucking
Yeah.
halfling.
That's not better.
Well, in your vast experience, this chest is not trapped. It
Okay.
is, however, locked.
All right, I'm gonna unlock it.
That would be thieves' tools, dexterity. Very
Okay.
well done, actually.
Yeah.
I'm really good with these. I just suck at all the other investigating.
That's okay.
Not a bad roll,
Amanda,
guys.
Amanda, before you came, like I was literally building Rippo for fucking everything. He has proficiency with thieves' tools too,
Oh my
but
god.
has 0 investigation or
Yeah.
-2 to investigation.
Oh my god.
Well, and you did well enough not to accidentally set the trap off.
Oh my god.
Oh. It's a nasty one.
Oh, good. All right.
Hold on, let me check because they've got what's in the chest in a weird spot.
Oh no. I can't believe I just almost like straight up died.
Okay.
Rippo would appear to
Inside,
It's okay.
inside, and these are staying as art objects because remember, part of what you're doing is trying to recover shit for Greenest. Inside is a very nice string of pearls, a gold and sapphire ring, and a pouch containing a half dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones.
Oh.
Shiny.
Though the chest does look like it would hold a bit more, it looks like this is all that's in it currently.
Can I do like check for like a false bottom or any kind of anything that might be hidden in there that I just see?
Sure, roll investigation again. You don't find a false bottom. What you do find,
He's a row of teeth.
oh no, you find a trigger of some sort that you have accidentally bypassed. That very well could have gone off when you unlocked and opened this inside the chest. That you managed to luck out and roll high enough on your thieves' tool check to not.
Okay. Well, I want to put the ring on one of my fingers, and then I'm gonna just turn. I'll grab the other stuff, and we can figure out like how.
Yeah.
Do we have like a gold value for the things?
Yeah, you've got a good idea. The pearls are around 300 gold total worth. The ring is about 900, and the stones are about 100 gold each.
How many stones were there?
6.
Wow.
But you do know, again, part of your mission was to try to recover some of the objects that were taken from Greenest, and
Okay.
these kind of fit that bill. So it's up to you guys whether you want to keep them or not. If I know anything about this party, yeah, we never found that shit.
All I
Yeah.
see is a picture of of Evan Steadman. Yeah, no, we couldn't find anything. Really?
Yeah,
That
I
looks
know
like
anything
Kyrie.
about.
Season deception.
That
so
looks
that's
like
totally
Kyrie.
him.
Yeah, no, this is a different ring. It's not.
I'm gonna turn the
Oh.
ring over so that the gem is facing the inside of my hand.
Gonna slap a bitch.
But somebody keep them down, and then at a later time, once you've fully decided what you want to do with them, we can either convert them into gold or turn them back in.
Okay.
Um,
I have a flaw on my character that I can't that I pocket anything I see that might have some value. So I'm pretty sure that she's gonna try to keep at least one of these things, even if it's a sleight of hand thing.
Go
but
for
I'll
it.
leave most of it to the rest of the party.
Say if you want to, we'll roll sleight of hand and let everybody else roll perception.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Roll
Shit,
sleight of hand.
alright. Yeah. Let's... Oh.
Oof.
Anybody who wants to catch her can roll perception.
Let me see.
Just because I'm curious. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll
Sure,
try.
I wouldn't have cared anyways, but
Boom.
Oh!
Of course, the noble sees it.
That's damn right. Don't you fucking try to steal that.
I'm gonna. Do I notice him noticing it? I want to give him a wink. I want to just wink at him.
All right, I hold up a sign. I hold up a hand. I hold up 10, and then I take one down, so that she knows it's like 50-50, and then we're good.
All right. Oh shit! I'm on the wrong thing.
I don't
What
know
did you
shit.
say the ring was worth again?
900.
900. Okay.
Yeah. I also kind of see this being the kind of character that probably won't sell the ring.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I like shinies.
Yeah. You owe me 450 then.
Oh shit.
we've all
Write
been
that on my
poison sprayed.
Just write that on my ledger. Start charging
All
them
right, so you
intercession fees and
guys
stuff.
have a couple of directions you can go here. There is a set of stairs that leads down further into the hell. Oh, yeah, that would be why shit's not happening. What does this do? Something's to do nothing. You guys do have a set of stairs that leads into another chamber down below. That looks. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
No traps.
Okay. Just making sure.
This is similar to the last chamber you saw that was something like this. Inside this chamber is a large kind of U-shaped raised area with a lower floor that's about 15 feet down here. This set of stairs, for those who can see it, who have moved around on the map, can see it. Oh, now it worked. Sorry about the random acid spray. I was playing with Roll20. I'm like, why is it not working? And then all of a sudden, boom! It catches up.
Yeah, it showed us, or at least me, a while ago.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
just
good.
caught up on my screen. I'm like, well, shit. This set of stairs is a set of wooden stairs that have been built down in, and again, like the other, it is wrapped in a cage. The bottom area is rather swathed in shadow and whatnot. The light's not reaching it quite well. Though you do notice here across from the stairs is another small rack, kind of key rack with another key hung to it, more than likely to the bottom of the stairs. Other than that, you're not seeing anything else in the room as of yet. What is everybody's passive perception? Because I don't know it off the top of my head.
I'm at 13. Or no. Yeah, 13.
Ripo's is 10.
My
No,
Yeah.
I'm at
That's
11.
a
I'm at
12.
11. I'm sorry.
I'm-
11.
Okay.
I'm a 12.
Okay, so yeah, you guys aren't just immediately seeing anything down there.
Can I hand my lantern to my mage hand and have it like bring the light out over the center area to see if there's anything there?
Yes, actually. That will actually give you advantage on the perception check to see what's down there.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. So to roll that now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You can just kind of float your mage hand because it's kind of like a 30-foot range.
Okay.
Okay.
14.
what you're seeing down there, and I'm sure you can actually probably see a couple of them by now.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
like
Well, that's exactly what they are.
eggs.
But you also see, with that roll, a couple of guards,
Okay.
guard drakes there, inst amongst them. Those eggs that you're seeing in the light are they're about 3 foot tall. They're massive.
Oh.
Calm down, Rippo.
I feel like this is the beginning of a beautiful eggs and Drake bacon.
But you're not
Say
seeing
that.
anything, you know.
Okay.
Oh, there is a third egg you would have caught with that. Sorry.
Oh,
I forgot to put it on the right layer. You may be out of line of sight because of
There it is.
pillars and whatnot, but yeah.
I see it now.
Uh,
Okay. So I'm assuming. Can I tell that this is? I mean, we're pretty safe from these guys. It's the same kind of situation as before, where like they can't get. to
Yeah,
us
if you don't
from
go down there, they can't get up.
Okay.
They seem to be down there as guard animals.
Yeah.
Bam! I'm not putting that in this combat. That's why I did that. It's going away.
It's just like
let's-
hi.
Let's see. A challenge rating 5 roper.
Is supposed to just bust out of nowhere.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
no. We're not doing that.
Okay.
CR5, really?
There's ways around it. It's just from this angle and all this shit would be difficult to pull off.
Yeah.
I think. You know what? Can I see? This is all that's in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go back this way.
Couple of guard drakes and a few dragon eggs.
I mean, the dragon eggs seem like they could be really valuable. So if you guys want to, but I don't think we can pick them up, right? Because they're huge.
Yeah, they weigh about
we're
150
tiny.
pounds each.
Yeah, we're little. I don't know that we would be able to even get them out of here if we wanted to.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Rippo's pretty strong.
Yeah?
And I know he's thinking about it real fucking hard.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The only problem is the egg is Rippo's size. So
I'll make a deal with Rippo. If you want to get the eggs, we can attack the drakes, and I'll have my mage hand open the door, and like I'm totally down for it. I just I'm not strong enough to
see
pick
what
'em
else
up.
there is first.
Okay.
Right now they're safe.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna just keep walking back this way, and see. Is there anything? Is there a path this way, or?
there is.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Yeah, there's no traps.
Okay.
As you're heading down in that direction, this little tunnel kind of leads into a shaft with a ladder kind of strung down through it. Leads up around because they don't have this shit. Yeah, it runs up about a 3 foot wide shaft, about 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet down. About 30 feet ahead, you can see a little bit of light, though it doesn't seem to be much more than maybe a candle or two at the top of the shaft.
Okay. I want to be stealthy and
Okay.
hood my lantern so that I'm not. So let me roll that. Oh, I'm super.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah,
No one has
I
ever
am
seen
the
me
knight.
ever.
yeah. Evan hoods her lantern and disappears.
I am Batman. So, I want to like listen for, anything that.
Make perception.
Okay.
You're not hearing any sounds really coming from the shaft.
Okay, I'm gonna creep closer and see if I can peek
Okay.
stealthily through.
Yeah, quite well actually. Yeah, you kind of peek your head up, and as you poke your head through, you can see just to like your left as you poke in, there is a. I have no idea what you can actually see from your angle. Okay, I wasn't sure
Nothing.
where the thing. Okay.
Okay.
As you poke your head to the left, you can see that a carpet has been folded back that would probably normally cover this hole. And in this room, you are seeing a couple of tables, a writing desk, stool, a few tables with books and papers. There is a mirror on a floor stand. There's a couple of oil lamps going. That's the light that you saw. Um, yeah. And there's the little side chamber that looks like it might be a resting area. There are some uh, papers and whatnot that you can kind of see over the edge of the table, but from your vantage point, you can't see on the tables themselves.
I can't see any movement or shadows that might indicate anybody's around.
Doesn't look
Corner.
like anybody's. Yeah, you're not seeing any movement or
Alright.
anything.
I want to
I'm just
go to
moving
the
you guys
papers.
into the area because again, it's past a. Ah, shit! Hold on, my thing just did a thing.
Uh,
I gotta.
I think I might be able to help move people, like Ling Ling, for example.
It might make it stop at the edge of the
Oh,
dynamic lighting. It lets you
and
move.
let me
Okay.
move her here. Let me see if I can move Bo, and I can move her Bo. I think I can move almost everybody. I can't move Tori though.
Yeah, probably not.
That's all of you guys. Okay. Again, I was just putting you guys in the room. Let's see here. I had to my system decided it didn't like me for a second. I had to refresh.
Oh, gotcha.
Scroll down to
So
the
I wanna ruffle through the papers on the desk and just look through them
Okay.
and see if there's
Um.
anything of use.
No, that's the wrong.
And I want to pocket any of the blank papers because I just want to have some blank paper for forgeries.
Well, I'm trying to get back to the spot. Okay, on one of the tables is a fairly simple map of the Greensfield area showing the villages that the cult has attacked and looted. There is an arrow that has been sketched onto the map that moves uh, towards the west to the town of Baragost on the Trade Way, where the arrow turns north. You do find a separate sheet of paper that is covered with numbers and columns that contains kind of an inventory sheet with a note that says everything must be freighted north to Neratar. Resmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. Um, Pretty much all the other papers, anything you're kind of digging through, aren't overly interested. It seems that most of them have fairly bad poetry about dragons.
I'm gonna keep the bad poetry. I want it.
Yeah.
So okay, it said Resner allowed them to keep stuff, the stuff that we found in that chest.
Right.
But everything else is on its way north to where again?
Narrative. Yeah. Let me. It is Naerytar.
Oh, that is not at all how I spelled that. Naerytar.
YTAR.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking
Narratar.
Ed Greenwood sucks. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So I definitely want to just pocket all of this stuff, including the map. I want to keep the map.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, looking around, this upper chamber is definitely a bed chamber. It has been set up as that. And as you kind of dig through the desk and looking around, it seems that somebody has kind of packed up and moved out of here quickly.
Okay.
And made their way out, just kind of leaving a few things behind. It seems like the map and the inventory list might have gotten left on accident as somebody was packing up to get out of here. You're not really seeing a ton of valuable stuff at the moment.
What was on the so you told me what the map was, map of the green something area?
The Greensfield, it's the area that you're in,
Okay.
where Greenest and a few surrounding small villages that aren't really mapped. Um, Once we get finished here, I'll pull up the big map and kind of show you guys exactly what it looks.
Okay. I'm taking notes. See.
And honestly, for speed's sake, because you guys are pretty much done with this area, um, just well, there's no quick way to turn it off. As far as chambers go, there's another chamber here that has been empty. There is, and I'm just going to move you guys around a little bit. The only other chamber of interest is over here, and I just want to. You guys have cleared the place, so there's not really any real danger anymore. Um, this final chamber here is, it seems where they might have stored a bunch of stuff. There's a few overturned boxes, broken items, a few scattered coins and small gems, where they've kind of hastily evacuated. Um, but
Gonna pick up
through
the shiny thing.
yeah, through all the shiny things that you guys can pick up in the room is a total value of around 16 gold. But it seems this is where they were storing the lion's share of the stuff they had raided, with the more valuable items going in the chest.
Okay.
But you know they've already kind of headed out and hit the road.
Okay.
And from here, the area here
Mhm.
actually leads right back out to the entrance of the cave you guys came in.
Oh, okay.
So you guys have kind of made this weird loop-de-loop round around and have cleared the cave. The only question is, do you guys want to go back and deal with the guard drakes to try and attempt to attain dragon eggs?
Yes,
Sure.
Okay.
that Rippo is. But I has a plan.
All right, then we will move you guys back over in that general direction.
Rippo will take his own path back. Meat from.
Oh yeah, you guys have the run of the place.
Um, I like that idea, and I'm gonna follow him and help him get some of the meat.
It helps that Rippo's a kobold, so
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a wimp, so I can't really help much, but.
All right. Okay, then it's simple. If you sorry, Drake.
Just
I think we were both trying to move him at the same time, and he just got flung to the edge of the map.
Damn, man.
somebody has.
Hey,
somebody
you're the wild mage. Shit like this happens.
Basically-
Wild magic teleports you into a wall.
Okay.
It's basically his spot, yeah.
Going and get the meat is quite simple. I know that we can open the door with Mage Hand because you have the key right there.
Yeah.
Rippo, just make me an animal handling check because you do not smell like one of their normal handlers.
Yeah, this is where things could get bad.
Why do I have two in animal handling?
Ooh,
Yeah.
but does the meat give him advantage?
It does. It does.
No!
I'll let it give him advantage. So you go down there, and there's a tense moment as they kind of come up to you, and they don't truly growl so much as has a very intense stare and a light hissing as they're kind of getting ready to spring, and you start to throw meat down, and they take a moment before they relax enough to start eating the meat. And now that you have fed them, I wouldn't say you want to bring them anywhere with you, because that could just turn bad quick. But
Right.
you'll be safe for the time being if you guys want to try and remove the eggs. Again, these things are roughly 3 foot tall. They're egg shaped, so they're 2 foot wide and weigh about 150 pounds each. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I know Rippo at least wants one. So
Okay.
Yeah.
if you guys want to, if we want to take all three, like Rippo will keep these guys occupied.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
If you
between
guys
the
wanna, like,
party, you
do it-
guys could move one of these out of the caves pretty easily.
Yeah.
But at 150 pounds, Rippo, you may be the only person here with enough strength to carry one of these by
Okay.
themselves.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, I was
yeah.
about to ask that question. I don't.
Then,
And
Uh,
even then,
then-
it's awkward enough shaped that you're going to have to rig up some kind of harness or carry it with a couple of people.
that should be okay. Like, what I'll do then is while they're eating, I will bring the eggs up out of the pit,
Okay.
so
We
we
can do
can
that.
then
Okay.
close the door.
And then I'll mage hand close the door behind him
Hmm.
and lock it.
Okay.
And you said there was like that one room was set up with like beds and like leather.
Yeah,
Like,
there's plenty of
okay,
stuff,
yeah,
leathers,
I'll rig up a harness to put one. I'll rig up a papoose for the mighty Rippos.
okay. So you're walking around with an egg basically your size on your back.
Yeah,
Oh god, that's
Okay.
great.
We are going to consider you encumbered.
it's fine.
Um,
That is perfectly
I don't really do-
fine.
I don't do encumbrance very much, but in this
is
case,
a drastic reason. So yeah.
yeah, we are going to consider you encumbered. But at this time, you can carry one easily. I don't think anybody else in the party's got the strength to carry one by themselves. So
I
you
was
guys just
just
want to leave the
looking
other
at-
two?
So it says you can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength. So 30 times your strength score. My strength score is a 10. That doesn't make sense because that would mean I would be able to carry 30
Yeah.
pounds. Like that's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
I've never really they're encumbrance in fifth edition. There's a reason I ignore it most of the time because their rules are a little
Okay.
but I doubt anybody here's got a strength higher than 12 outside of Rippo.
No.
No, I'm at 10.
Let's see what my strength is. I think it's pretty low.
Yeah, mine's
yeah,
12.
mine's 9.
Well, no, Ling Ling's at a 15, but that's still a little low for carrying something quite that
Well,
large.
I've got a thought to run past people. So we have the cart of leather or furs and stuff outside, right?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, you guys grab a cart.
So, what if we take like the covers from the blankets and stuff, and I carry them around because I can carry it. So if I carry it around to where it comes back to the entrance, we could.
You're
use
going to
the-
have a difficult time climbing that 30-foot ladder. You're probably going to have to take the long
Oh,
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only like a 3-foot chamber to get up that ladder.
But if I take them in group, like one at a time, up there, we could use like a litter to drag them out to the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I'll tell you what. If you want to do that, Rippo, make me 2 Constitution saves as you're trekking back and forth through this place. Ooh, yeah. One more. Okay. Through this effort, this Herculean effort, you are, until you have a chance to long rest, going to be suffering from a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of
will-
lugging.
It is.
Yeah.
I will accept a level of exhaustion.
Totally
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. And with that, you guys can exit the cave. There were carts in the camp that you could take, and there were tents left that you could use to cover up the eggs.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and pull us back to the overworld map. Boop, 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 green. Oh, no, wrong one. Wrong one. Do, 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 do. Bam. Okay. Get everybody down. All right. Is everybody down in the greenest area?
Yep.
All right.
I don't see any type of tokens or anything.
No, there's no
Yeah,
tokens. I was just making sure you were seeing the map.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
completely
Yeah,
unread.
yeah.
Is this map got fucking dynamic lighting? No.
No.
No, it's just unlabeled. Like, remember, it doesn't show like.
Oh,
the maps.
I keep
It
forgetting
just leaves the
that.
spaces. Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. Shit, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I ended up downloading a map of the Sword Coast just for
That's
shits
so
and
fun.
giggles.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, I have so many Sword Coast maps on my computer right now. I have one sitting in front of me actually.
Okay.
On
Okay, no, that
paper.
was- hold on. I forgot that it did that. Like completely forgot that it did that.
I'm gonna. I feel like we need to Oregon Trail this map, and I don't know why.
Look, there's greenest.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And Baragost. Over here. Those are the ones that matter for right now. So the arrows were pointing, kind of following the road roughly to head toward Baragost and the Coastway before they turned north. So they've got a bit of traveling to do. This little dot is Candlekeep. I can't believe that I have a. Yeah. There, Candlekeep.
Okay.
And this is El Terrell up here, where you guys were asked to meet up afterwards, and the
Okay.
small little town of Burdusk is on the way. The rest don't really matter out of this. I didn't realize that you guys weren't seeing. I wonder, is it on a layer that I can? Oh,
I'm
well,
not sure. You might
shit.
check and see if the things are tokens. Like you can just. Bloop.
They fucking are. Shush.
That's fucking wonderful. Fucking roll 20.
I guess that makes sense. It's just a pain. Kind of aggravating that I had to go through all that crap. And okay, so now you guys should have some shit visible, right?
Yes.
Yes. Baldur's Gate, El Terrell, Burdusk,
Right.
Baragost, and Candlekeep.
Now you know these guys have got a fair bit of lead on you, and you know that El Terrell is where the Leosin Erlenthar has asked you to meet up with him and Onthar Froom, a paladin of Torm that he's working with to track the cult's movements. You can, of course, stop in Greenest to rest and relax and recoup, sell any valuables, or maybe return some valuables.
I've got that ring pointed toward the inside of my finger so that nobody
Okay.
noticed.
While you guys are deciding what to do, I've been drinking a gallon of sweet tea, so my bladder is full again. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So while he's doing that, so I know I don't have any of these spells, but I know that there are some spells that require pearls as the consumables. Do we want to keep these pearls for that purpose or sell them? Because they're worth 300 gold pieces. So I mean that's
To be fair, Rippo has no spells, and he's got his valuable.
And I use an arcane focus, so I don't need them.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
I don't need a focus
Well,
either.
I thought arcane focus could only be used if there wasn't like a gold value to the material component.
I think it's kind of.
I
Or does
thought-
that only apply to certain spellcasters?
Well, let's see.
I haven't played a wizard before, so I'm not sure if that same thing applies to wizard, but I know like for my artificer and for my trickster, Scott and I were talking about it, and that would apply to mine, but like I said, I've never played a wizard, so I don't know.
Well, I know it normally doesn't apply, like you said, if there is a gold value attached to it.
Yeah.
But regardless of whether it's a pearl or gold,
Yeah.
it wouldn't
I
matter.
see. Oh, I got you. So basically, you just spend 10,
Yeah,
10 gold if it's worth 10 gold, or 100 gold if it's worth.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, we have, in that case, we have 600 gold pieces worth of gemstones. We have 300 gold pieces of pearls, but they do belong to the people of Greenest, and so we might not want to sell them here because that might be a little too risky.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Gonna
Probably
keep that
wanna-
stuff for a while.
Just hold on to it for a bit.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Ow.
Hang
You
on.
alright there?
Ow.
Okay.
Sorry, I covered the mic.
So Scott, is there any indication of color on these eggs?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Keep making me make intelligent shit. Oh God.
You keep asking those questions.
Can I help him?
Yeah.
You can. That would give him advantage.
Okay.
Thank God, because I'm -2. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 15.
You're relatively certain that these are 3 black dragon eggs.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
That makes things even more interesting.
Would any of us know how to care for these eggs so that they don't
Not in the
die?
slightest.
Okay.
Rippo's
So
gonna-
we probably should sell them.
Not all of them.
I know.
Rippo is keeping one. He will learn. Rippo is gonna go enroll in school if he has to.
Shit.
Oh god.
I'm just putting all the fucking labels on the
Oh,
map. I
that's
don't know
awesome.
why.
Mm.
I don't know why they didn't have it
So I'm
pre-labeled.
gonna say we're taking a long rest at Greenest, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I would assume so. I was hoping you
Okay.
guys probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep
Because
it
that just kind of
moving
makes sense.
back.
While you were in Greenwood,
Greenest.
and you're not returning the shit,
No,
Okay. While you
we're
were-
gonna hide it.
yeah, you guys should have most of the fucking map labels now. Because I mean, screw it. It's
There's
just
like a shitload of labels.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because screw that. I'd rather you guys just be able to see what I'm talking about. While you're in Greenest, where is it? I have lost my shit. Wrong one.
Damn it! Where's my Rippo? There it is.
Governor Nighthill. You know, now once you've made it back into Greenest, you guys are fairly well known in this town. Governor Nighthill seeks you out before you've passed for the, or crashed for the night, and he lets you know that Leosin Erlenthar, the monk you were dealing with, has already left town, but he bought horses and riding gear for all of you to speed your journey to Elturel. The horses are being kept at the stables until you're ready to leave, but all costs have been paid for. On horseback or ponies, whatever is necessary for your character. You could probably get to Elturel cross country in about 6 days. If you follow the road, it's going to take a bit longer. I'd have to check the DMG for traveling speeds and whatnot. Is it the DMG? No, it's the player's handbook. What am I talking about? All this shit in the players now. I keep forgetting that. It used to be all that shit was in the DMG. At least I think it's in the players.
Is it?
Yep. It sure is. Yeah. Okay. So if you guys were to travel the road, follow the road out, and then through Birdusk to Scorniabel to Elturel, is going to run you 10 to 12 days, depending on what you run into.
Mhm.
Whereas directly north is going to run you about 6.
Okay.
And you guys all have a chance to long rest. And we're probably going to cut here
Okay.
because this is where we get to level 4.
Sweet.
Yeah. You happen to join this one at just the right time, Amanda.
Look at that right there.
And I'd rather give people plenty of time to level their characters and make sure they've got everything they'd like before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm
and I
on
have-
it.
Yeah, I have not read too deeply through the rest of this area yet either. So.
Okay. Cool. Will, do you guys want to decide now or later what direction we want to take? We also need to figure out how we're going to keep managing these black dragon eggs, and like, are we going to bring
Oh, we can-
bring them on a
We can,
cart?
if you guys don't want to keep the other one.
Yeah, you guys have the cart.
Oh, good. Okay, well then I'm actually cool keeping all of them because I mean I think that has the potential to get really fun.
Yeah, it's going to get fun.
It's gonna get fun
Hint,
and
hint.
probably not the best. way.
While we are in town too.
I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it.
I'm sure.
I don't know about you guys.
Rippo's gonna enjoy it whether he dies or not. Like this is Rippo's dream.
Well, this is the carefree party. So
This is
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just going to run with it and see what happens. I'm not going to punish you guys for it. This is not that kind of game. Um, and,
Marvin
you know,
is up on deck.
even when they do hatch, they're going to be newborn for years before they're really
Right.
effective. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's more flavor than anything else, but it's going to be.
I will tell you this. There was a UA actually that allowed for creatures with long lifespan, like dragons, as companions, to where they leveled up as you leveled up, like brackets. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
if you were
That's
the like low level, like they stayed wormlings, and then once you hit like mid, they would go to young adult. It was actually real cool. I have to see if I still have it somewhere.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But we'll just play it by ear and see how
Yeah.
it goes. I'm not overly concerned with it, and honestly, as horribly balanced as some of these combats are towards the bad guys, you guys having some hatchling black dragons probably wouldn't be a horrible thing.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, in
Um,
that case, I kind of want to like see as someone who's also really terrible at animal handling. I want to see if I can befriend one of them when they hatch. I'm just saying.
Well, it also helps me out because it makes you guys a straight up fucking target for the cult of the dragon,
Goddamn right it
the
does.
primary bad faction in this adventure. So I'm all for it. So
Wait,
we'll
how
just
would they know it was us?
they don't necessarily know it was you, but how long do you think you're going to hide 3 black dragons when it hatches?
Exactly.
Have you watched the fucking dragon movies?
You just
I'm
think-
gonna need
just
passive
think
With
hard to hide
toothless?
because they're black, huh? That's
Oh,
what it is,
God.
huh?
Yeah, have you watched How to Train Your Dragons?
This is true.
Yes.
Need to watch the third one, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, I haven't watched the third one yet.
By the
It's
way.
just as good as the first 2.
So Scott,
I think
can
it'll be
I
the
ask
second
for a
one.
favor?
Sure. What's your favor?
Hold on, I'm about to show you.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream off.
All right. Yeah. We're